Good morning, everybody. Come into the room, come into the room, come into the room. Good morning, Safari C, Rally Ray, Miss Cruiser. Yes, Miss Cruiser got her coffee, y'all. Mine is freshly perked just now, too. Good morning, Kendra Ross. Good morning, Ken, a.k.a. co-star, co-host. Yeah, okay, this is enough to start off with. So let me go ahead and have my first sip with you guys. Whatever's your preference, actually, coffee, tea, or milk, whatever. But I got coffee and awa. I see my name, blessed. Gotta put it like closer. I hope y'all see it. Okay, y'all see it. Okay, got my awa. Now, let's dance our way on into the room. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. I hope y'all had a great night last night. I did. I slept pretty good, pretty good. So let's get down to it. Hey, by the way, y'all, I was just watching Tracy this morning. She did a pretty good video this morning. She really did. On the Black USA. On the Black Queens, y'all. So if y'all haven't saw it, go ahead and see it. So anyway, okay. So go over there and see it. But anyway, y'all, I was watching somebody I don't usually normally watch at this time. And that's because I don't normally be able to catch them at this time. Raw beef privilege. You know what I'm saying? And she had a pretty good video over there. She was talking about health and how to protect your energy. And she was talking about the food stamp situation and all that. But before I get to all the YouTube stuff, what I'm going to do right now is talk about how to guard your energy. And I'm only want to talk about that for a minute before I get to the YouTube stuff, is because there's people on here, that don't know how to guard their energy. And I speak on it sometimes, and we all do. If you're going to internalize stuff over in YouTube, well, then maybe you don't need to watch the beef sector, And there's no shade to anybody, but I notice a lot of people will internalize it. And the guarding your energy, when I read about it now, it pertains to real life, but you also can say it about YouTube. You just have to not look at things that's going to upset you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't give it negative energy. If it comes to you, then give it back. Okay? So if you find yourself absorbing the negativity despite your best efforts, use imaginary's will to visualize yourself removing the negative from yourself and placing it back on the other person where it belongs. Now, like I say, this goes to life in general also, but I also can relate it to YouTube. So to do this, you stop and think for a minute how you feel and where you feel the negative emotions coming from. And once you establish that, then move away from it. Because I don't internalize anything on the YouTube. Now, I may speak on it. Somebody may try to drag me. I might go back and drag them back, or something like that. But then once I do that, I'm done with it. I'm not going to just keep holding on to it. Your life is your responsibility. So, and then I understand some people only have YouTube and don't have family or anything, and they kind of want to just watch it for fun, entertainment, want to join, want to talk to you just to have something to do. I get that too. But, you got to look away, from the energy like that. If it's bothering you that much, move to a different space, because it's so often easy to absorb another person's energy. I find it helpful to remove myself from the negative person's energy field. Now, that pertains to me. I have been around before, and I walk into a room, and you can just feel the negativity. You can just feel it. So those of you that feel like they have to, watch certain things, don't do it. Just don't do it. And I find myself seeing that some of us on here do it. So you got to try to ignore. You got to try to stay positive. And there's more sectors on here on YouTube than the beef sector. So then again, like I said, I go here all the time. I have people been dragging me for almost 3 years for no reason at all. Okay, I had none whatsoever, and so I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna guard my energy. Okay. Now, let's speak on for a minute the Truth Enterprise. I went over there this morning, and I was watching her, and I was thinking, well, this lady been around for a long time. But I think the reason why her platform, many people don't be over there, because she go at everybody for no reason whatsoever. It's like she an enemy to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like she always got to pick somebody to go at next. I don't know if she be looking for a fight or what the case may be, but every day is somebody different over here. I don't get it. Excuse me, but I'm not supposed to get it. Excuse me, y'all gotta drink some water because I just got these for holidays. I had to belch that holiday. But anyway, I don't get what's wrong with her, don't want to get it. And I haven't looked at her. Wow, in a month or so, people would send me clips to show that she's on, especially when she was talking about me. By the way, I used to be auntie, blessed. And then the next day, I was all kind of bees, and I got drugged. I got blessed walking, got drugged, blessed walking, got her ass kicked, and she's still doing it. She didn't talk about me today, but I'm just saying I did peek at her, and I don't understand that at all. It just don't make no sense. None whatsoever. I haven't spoke to anybody. Well, a few people. Let me speak to a few more as they come in. Y'all hit the like as y'all come in. Good morning, Official D Spot. Good morning, Irvin Washington. Good morning, Mimi. Happy Veterans Day to all of it. Wow, that showed you how much I keep up with Veterans Day. And my husband is a veteran. I didn't know it was Veterans Day. I don't know. Some holidays I just ignore it, for years and don't really pay attention to it. Now, unless I go out and drive somewhere, then I'll see all the little stuff around with the veterans and stuff. So anyway, I'm glad you put that there, Mimi. I didn't know it. And I support the veterans, like I just said. My husband's a veteran, but he don't really keep up with the date either. So I don't know. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So I don't get why somebody would constantly, or maybe she like where she is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is, but that is what she does. So I just thought about that this morning because I did go over there and peek at them. Okay. Now, so I also want to talk about AKA, what you call it, bed wench. She had the audacity to try to break down Spilly's Boy's video yesterday. Now she was saying the truth of everything that was said, but then she had to throw, a little shade in there. Why did he leave his house? When did he leave his house? Did he sell his house? He said he had two houses, the whole 9 yards, like they do when they worry about somebody else's living. Okay. And so it didn't make sense to me when she was saying, well, how long was the house? How long was it? Duh. He told everybody. He told everybody the story how his brother had to go do a long stench. He took over that house. He even said the other day, one had a mortgage, one didn't. The house was given to the one that where was no mortgage yet. And I'm assuming that's because the brother was gone. And then for y'all to say how he living, he been in there almost 20 years taking care of the house. As far as I'm concerned, it's his house, but he always says his brother's house. I think it's both. So why y'all and why she so upset about her brother? Okay. She went on to tell a story about him saying that all his friends was checking on him in the hospital except for old Troutmouth over there. Well, you see how he is. He's selfish and he's jealous. But in the meantime, he was the one trying to help raise money for his son. He's sitting in the hospital with cancer. She did get that right, but then she's trying to make it into a negative thing at the same time. First, she kind of come out as if, oh wow, she feel bad for that situation. You're raising money for a friend, son, but you in the hospital doing it, and everybody checked on it. But now, see how selfish child mouth is? Now that's what you call selfish. Okay, that's what you call selfish. If you look over here now, hey Lisa J, hey Pilot Waters, exactly. She just flipped for no reason on any and everybody. Good morning, John, Joel Colby. Thank you, Paulette. Can y'all start hitting that like as y'all come in? I know I got to put some more teeth today. But it is what it is. I pull teeth every morning. So anyway, so that's what she was doing. The old bad wench was trying to say word for word. And every time she talked about a little something that went on, she throw some shade in there. You know what I'm saying? That's just how she do it. So another thing, yesterday, Lady Nika came on, and I said, "Oh my God, is this seven? Is this seven beats now?" But there's no reason to beat, and that's what I keep explaining. That whenever you come on here and do commentary about what's going on YouTube, and that's exactly what it be. Don't be no dragging nothing. You just talking about what went on. Not, and I'm not saying goddess. So don't nobody run and say I said her specifically. People tend to get upset and come at you. And people, when I say people, overall, some people, okay, they would do commentary on something, but get very offended if you do commentary back. So I'm saying overall, let me clear that because I know how people like to change the narrative and run with the narrative. But I was really surprised at that. I never did get a chance to go look for myself. You know, I go on Lady Sneaker Word because she know what's happening. And she knows she talked about it. And she don't have no reason to sit here and say something. She's straight out. You is what it is. You get what you get. Lady Nika is real. So let me say that. Throw that out there. So, because people were really wrong. Oh, she talking about you said you can't take this. No, I'm not saying that. So y'all listen very carefully. I am not saying that before anybody, decide they want to go stretch the narrative. Okay. Now, I watched a little bit of Brianna yesterday too. So now I see who this Crystal person is. And Miss PIZZARO didn't necessarily get into it, Ronnie Q, but they had a difference of agreement about um, addicts. And I agree with Ronnie Q. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you do find black people addicted, they are the lowest down in the world. Then you got the white privilege. Oh, get them some help. Feel sorry. Pat them on the back. That's all Ronnie Q was saying. So I don't know if Miss Pizzaro got it. Maybe she didn't, but it wasn't a black and white thing. So I think Brianna and Lady Tia tried to explain to her what they was talking about. It wasn't about a different color thing. And that's the only part I'm talking about because that's the part I was able to watch, and then I left because she's on 4 hours and everybody know that I was leaving yesterday evening like I was telling y'all yesterday. So I be trying to jump in, jump out when I can, watch stuff, and that's just the way it is. Okay. Now, another thing Raw B talked about, and I kind of agree with that, but I have been saying that for a while. And it's actually the only thing, now y'all can get mad, because I got to say this. Actually, the only thing I ever agreed with Trump was when this Section 8 started, it was designed to have a step up. It was designed for people, get a trade, get a job, work on it for a year or more, pull yourself up. People have gotten in there and they made it a life. They made it, it's just a way of living. You know what I'm saying? They would stay there, 10 years or more. It wasn't designed for that. They felt like a people, after a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you got yourself together. You done went and got your trade, or you done went to college. You done done something. You done got a job, and then you take that step up. And I think that's why it's so hard for people to get on Section 8 here in California, because I hear people say they stayed on a list for 8 to 10 years because nobody never moved off of it. So it's not a bad thing, because even right now, I wish I could pay $20 rent. And I understand why people stay there. They become complacent for paying that little $10, $15, $20 rent. They really do. They become complacent. But then it become a generational thing. The kids get on there, then maybe their kids, who knows? So that's the only thing I agree with. Give somebody else a chance. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like me saying it, but that's the truth. So I kind of agree with Ron. Be privileged. When I was watching her this morning, and I don't know how it is anywhere else, but I know how in California, I hear people talk, oh, I got my Section 8. I've been on that list for 10 years. Now, I never would qualify for it because I've always worked all my life, and so has my husband. But I really wish I could pay $20 rent. I probably would be one of the ones too, would just be complete and just stating, ain't gonna lie. I don't know, but that is how it is. But we as parents have to teach our children better, saying, let them know, well, yeah, we got the low rent, but I want you to do even better. I want you to be able to take care of yourself, so that's the way I feel. So we can talk about that too when I drop my link if anybody agree or disagree with me. And then I'm not throwing shade at nobody. I'm not saying it's always a negative thing. I'm just telling you, I kind of believe that too. Pull yourself together, get your 2 year, go to 2 year college, go to a junior college, get your job, bang. After that, and after that, then you just move on. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I also got to tell you, and here we go again with the color thing. I gotta say it. There's more other races that's sitting on welfare and Section 8 more than blacks, but they want to say us blacks are lazy, don't want to move up, want to just stay. That's not true. Uh, they don't have that privilege like some others, not just Caucasian, but others, especially the Asian people that come out here and take over our neighborhood with the food stores, the beauty supply store, where they get their stuff cheaper from what I hear. I don't know. It's just something that I hear. They get their stuff cheaper, so they can just come on in here. First, they get here in a one-bedroom apartment, about 15 to 20 of them. Then they all get a welfare check, SSI check, and all that. They pull their money and they get a business. They get a business loan, the whole 9 yards. Okay. So people say, well, blacks are always complaining, they can't do this, can't do that. No, it's the truth. Other races get more privilege. Other races get loans, small business loans than us. So it is what it is. So I know that's controversial, but I don't mind talking about it. But I do feel like people can get themselves together and move on. And not unless they have a disability or have a child with a disability that they got to stay home and take care of somebody. Some people have kids with disability all the way to their 18, then they got to stay with their 18, 19, 20, 21. Well, actually, all their adult life, like I had a niece, had to stay with her mother all her life. And then when my sister passed, we all took care of her, because we weren't put in a home. And she passed at 52 when she wasn't supposed to live past 9. So anyway, that's another thing. I don't know how much y'all watch Tasha K over there, but she was over there saying how Chloe met, was that Chloe? Because we know Tristan was pregnant when Chloe got with, Tristan. But now this other sister, I think she was saying that she took Kim, somebody took Kim to the event, went to Kim's event. Yeah, that's Tristan. And she introduced them. And in the meantime, Jordan was pregnant, which we already know that story. But Larsa Pippen also said that she was with him first. I don't get that because she's been married all these years. Y'all have to go over there and watch Tasha K to get the whole story. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched some of it, and I was going to go ahead and play her this morning, but no, I'm not even go there. But I don't know. And she also said they're not friends anymore. They unfollowed each other. Look, Kylie and everybody unfollowed each other because Kanye thinks that Kim is going to go out with Larson. And she said that Larsa Pippen was a hoe, like, she always said everybody's a hoe. And Kanye didn't want Kim to get introduced to somebody. So y'all got to go watch that for yourself. Okay. But Travis got with the other sister too through a friend of hers. But then she said that the way the mother Chris met Bruce because she was friends with Bruce's wife. So that's where her children get that from. They'll befriend you to take your man. Allegedly, everything's allegedly because we can't take for face value everything Tasha K say. All that's allegedly. But I hadn't watched her in a while too. I'm just surfing around trying to find something else to watch, and other than all the beefs like that. But I don't know, y'all. I just can't believe everything she said over there. But she do be funny. Okay. Now we all know already that Mimi is beefing too. It's like all the young ladies that I met are now beefing, and I like them all. So, and I'm not going to walk on eggshells, but I got this at the same time, stay neutral because I watch them all, and I haven't been jumping down into the chat when that's going on, but I'm in the bushes watching, and it'll be hard for me to jump down and say anything Because I don't want to come off as if I am choosing a sign, and I'm not, y'all. So that's very hard. And everybody know, I like Miss PIZZARO. I like the intel. I like for her to come up here. She has a lot of energy. So, I guess she would get that I'm just talking about what went on. Her writing Q, she understands that because she talks about our beefs too. So it ain't a big deal. But some of them can't stand for you to talk like that. But anyway, so I hear that I don't know if it's true. It is allegedly. I'm listening to Lady Nika, but I don't have no reason to not believe her. Somewhere a comment was said somewhere, and I didn't go look for myself because I know Lady ain't got time to be playing. And so I don't understand. I don't get that or understand that. But I think someone says she feels that we don't come over there, no, but I do. So if you're watching, guys, I'd be in the bushes. It's just that everybody that y'all be fighting and they be fighting you. I like all of y'all. So that's my way of staying neutral and in the bushes. Okay. Now, let me speak to some more folks. Hey, Paulette Urzi. I don't know if I spoke to you now, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Urzi, because they say I get everybody's name wrong, and I do. I do. Some of these names I just don't know how to pronounce. Hey, Tasia May. Thank you, Paulette Waters. Y'all hit the like. Okay. And I'm probably going to drop my thing early. No, it's only been 22 minutes. Yeah. I guess I'm calling that early. That ain't really early. Good morning, Lady Nika. I hadn't spoke to you yet. And everybody that's still in the sky, don't be afraid to hit that like button. It's like, we be on here just trying to talk, and nobody don't like us. Oh, wow. But I am going to drop it a few minutes early because I might leave out here a few minutes. I don't know. It just depends. It just depends how they go. So now we know where those girls got that from. Me and the Kardashians got it from their mother. Well, allegedly, because that's my first time hearing about that one, but it could be true. It's like they pick a friend by who their man is. They don't pick them up because they happen to have something in common and you become best friends or whatever. They go by if they like your man. And then they befriend you. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know the story, what happened with Black China, the little girl. She was a little girl at the time, 16, got with Tiger. That was Kim's best friend with Black China. So then if you guys went to Google the men in Chloe's life, y'all gonna see all the men she been with. Most of them sports figures, well, all of them, well, except for the one. And y'all gonna see who they were with before they got with her. And then they probably gonna say, if you look further, who was her friend, they were her friend at the time. And I think the only one that wasn't into sports was French. Okay. Now, if she was somebody else other than sports, I don't know, but they love them tall, long-legged, handsome black young men. And so Tristan, he wasn't very, very popular on his team, and but to me, that's his insurance. If he decides he don't want to play no more, or they cut him or whatever, he still got money. So no, he's not leaving from there. He's not gonna do that. Okay. And that's how that is. Now, if anybody want to discuss anything, especially what I said about the Section 8, it's not me just saying it. And like I said, I'm not throwing shade or dragging anybody, but it is. It really is a generational thing. But at the same time, I wish I could pay $10 or $20 for rent. So I just never thought myself to try to get on there. I just know I'm going to qualify anyway. And like I said, I work, so it didn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So I guess none of us was able. I can't think of nobody in my family was able to do that. They all work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But then one day, I don't know, might not be around when my grandchild get grown. I might. Any of them, they might need to have it. But if they do, hopefully they will learn the good work ethic that their parents and grandparents have and just try to pull themselves up to the next step. And one day buy their own property or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, I'm not knocking because you got some people that do need to be there, disability. A lot of things can happen. People get sick, you got to stay home and take care of a sick child. So a lot of that probably was of that too. So, you just never know. Okay. Now, y'all see my info right here. Thank you, Lady Nika. Yeah, no foolishness, y'all. No foolishness. Okay. Now, I haven't been checking my emails So I don't know if that person, and I gotta make myself though get in the habit of checking emails every day. The one they be calling me on the phone, I haven't heard I got any emails from them. Well, wow, in the last few days for sure, which is a good thing. Well, actually, I haven't really checked, but I'm gonna be checking while I'm talking to y'all because that was another weird situation. I mean, just totally weird. And they probably in the bushes now. They be in my bushes. They know when I'm on live, and that's why they call it that time to discuss who and whatever it is that they want to discuss. Which is ridiculous. Now wish I could have watched some more Brandon this morning because I see she was on for 4 hours, but it just wasn't possible for me to do at this point because this is the time I come on every morning. This is the time I really, 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 truly have free time. So, and to come there every once in a while, if I can come in the evening, I will. But this is my only free time, y'all. It's not about because I have to come on at this time. It's the free time where I really sit and have coffee for real. Because if I wasn't talking to y'all, I'd be sitting at my table, sitting in front of my TV, watching news, drinking coffee. So why not talk to y'all and have coffee with y'all? It's and I've already said it's not like I make a lot of money on here. It's become, I don't want to say hobby, but it's become part of my life in the mornings, for real. Yeah. Because I started not to come on this morning. And then I said, oh, I'm just going to sit and drink some coffee by myself. I said, nah, let me just go ahead and say a little something. Because I be missing y'all. And I know some of y'all look for me too. I didn't see PIZZARO this morning. And been missing Deanna. Certain people I look for in the morning as well. And I didn't see them. I kind of be knowing when people come on now. And from what I seen a little bit of yesterday, Deanna came on late. Now I did catch PIZZARO, but I don't know if she went on today or not. This morning, not. But I did look. That's the first thing I do. I look for those people who I know generally come on in the morning before me. Actually, be about 4:30 or 5 o'clock my time, really. So when I get up, I'll start looking. I usually get up. Sometimes I'll wake up at 5:30 and I was able to say hi to somebody, something like that. But most of the time, I get up at 6. I got to jump in the shower real quick. I got to brew my coffee. I got to get ready for this time right here. So basically, that's my routine in the mornings. Then when I get up here, I immediately leave because, well, I'll be having to slip some on and go, and that's my schedule. And I usually get back in the evening, sometimes. So anyway, let me see how long I've been talking because I fixing to drop my link. Yeah, about was 30 minutes. So y'all know I like looking at Lipstick Alley. And just like I like looking at YouTube. And I can't take everything as face value, and I don't. But it does show me who been beefing or whatever, and it does show me videos, and some of them broke down and some of them not, and they usually tell you many more to go to, and that's why I go over there sometime lately. Now, what's going on with Kwani? Because I think as I was falling asleep, or either I got up and went to the bathroom and came back and watched her, but she was saying something about Bless Watkins, Lady Nika, Duchess Kelly Love, and Spilly Boy. And I think it has something to do with us watching Tracy or something, and I'm barely remembering it. So it had to be early morning or late last night. I'm barely remembering it. And of course, couldn't watch Sir King. I tried again, y'all. The first 2 minutes had to go because that slow talking I haven't got used to like the way you guys are. I just can't do it. So I said, I'll forget that. I can't do that. Okay. And I don't know what it is Jay Don over there talking about, but they talking about her like a dog. She have rope for locks, chitlets for teeth, and now it's showing her flabby ass boobs. Now I did see something like that the other day. It looked like she had a towel wrapped around her at the top. And she's talking about her boobs or something, but I don't know. It just looked ridiculous. Whatever she was doing, I don't know what it was she was doing. Okay, so that's just how it was. So if anybody know what Queen was talking about, like I say, I barely remember it. They can tell me when I start dropping my link because I don't know why she mentioned our names, and I'm thinking it has something to do with Tracy. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure. But Tracy's beef, I'm staying away from it because all involved. And I don't know why people tripping like we're saying anything when certain things were said. We all came away. I came on my live said I was disappointed and whatever. So I don't know why people just thinking we got to kick her to the curb. She ain't done nothing personally to me. No, I don't like some things she say. I'm like everybody else. I might say things on here people don't like. You know what I'm saying? So what's the big deal? I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? I'll be trying not to, go there with people. I'm quite sure I say stuff. People don't like, y'all, can I get to 100 likes? I might say something. And then I might say it, not knowing that not knowing that I'm offending somebody. And I'm assuming I do for me to get talked about all the time. I'm assuming that's the way it is. Come on, guys, hit the thumbs up for Blast Walking is free of charge. Thank you. Thank you, Heatwave. I'm starting to think they're scared to hear it because I be pulling teeth, and I know it's a lot of them now. Other ones be pulling teeth, just like I don't get it. Even ones that's more popular than me, got to stop and say, "Can y'all get the likes up?" Thank you for the 81 likes, though. I do appreciate it. I haven't seen a lady that was upset about me asking for likes, a lady or whatever, it was talking about I'm badgering people. I haven't seen that. Thank you, Sammy Dizzle. Oh, so as y'all can see, Phenomenal is not mine anymore, and just because it's not mine anymore. So I'm gonna be looking for me a couple more temporary till I find one. I got this person in mind. So when I see them in chat, I'll see if they want to do that. But okay, let me see. This is a long one. I'm not going to keep explaining. I don't agree with anyone like 100% of the time, but Tracy has been nothing but kind to me, so I'm not going to join. Exactly. I'm not either. I mean, why would I? We've already, told our feelings how we felt on it. And you're right. No, I'm not gonna keep discussing it either. But I'm just saying, I'm thinking since Quani said that it had to have something to do with Tracy, because everybody know I ain't did nothing Quani, but she just choose to cuss me out every now and then. I've already went there with her like that, so I'm not going there again. I just got to ignore it and let Quani be Quani, because always gonna be something. So I really don't care. Once you go there with somebody, you're not interested in doing it no more. Okay, I don't care about that. Now I'm gonna start dropping my link. I've been talking over a little bit over 30 minutes. Now, if y'all think that's controversial, what I said about the Section A and how you have to guard your energy or whatever, I can come on here and give y'all thing on there. Because, like I said, I'm not trying to be shady, but I'm just telling you, I did agree with that when I saw Raw Beef Privilege talking about this morning, and I thought about it. I was thinking the same thing. That I think that's the only thing he was trying to say too, But other than that, I don't absolutely believe in nothing that he has to say. Absolutely nothing. We get that straight. Nope. I'm a Biden person. I am a Biden. And these TV evangelists, I don't know. They just, I don't know what to say about them, And then the other black people, like, what's his name, Lil Wayne, and all the other ones, the sport figures, because Herschel Walker, he's being a Republican. I don't get it. Maybe they're trying to pay taxes or whatever. I don't get it. Why they would follow him. And we all of us poor people, when I say poor people, regular people like us that don't have money like that. I don't understand that. I just really don't. Did I do my link? Hi, Miss Cruiser. Hi, Miss Olivia. Let me put y'all up here. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Blessed. How you doing?
All right, hon.
I just wanted to hop up real fast, real well. Hey, Miss Cruiser, how you doing?
Good morning. Good morning, ladies.
Go ahead and speak, Miss Cruiser.
Okay. Oh, thank you. So I wanted to talk about the Section 8 thing. Section 8, they don't necessarily get zero rent or $20 rent. It's based on their income. So on average, a household may pay anywhere from between 30% or 40% of their income on rent. And so if a person, let's say if they are, I don't want to name any occupation because I don't want to offend anybody, but let's say somebody works, I do know a lady. I know a lady that's a content creator and she works for Arby's. She lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. She works for Arby's. That's what she do for a living. Well, I don't see her income ever going up to the point where she probably won't qualify for a voucher. So it's not that she's not trying to do better, based on, I guess, her skills and what she can do. Will she ever be able to get a job that will be making above minimum wage or that much above minimum wage or be above the poverty line where she can afford not to have voucher? So I guess I'm saying two things. One thing is that there are people that do work every single day. This lady, she comes on in the morning, she do her morning, she do a scripture, and she do a little inspiration, and then we see her, you know, getting on that bus and going to work in the morning. She go to work every day, and she sell plasma. So this is somebody who's trying to help themselves, but again, because of her poverty level, she gets a voucher. And then you have people, um, you know, that like you said, that's on maybe on disability or something like that. They're not well enough to work, so they will continue to get a voucher. So I agree that any type of social welfare is a stepping stone. You get yourself together, you collect it, and you get off of it. But there are situations where people are just not as fortunate as others, and they need it. And the thing that about Section 8, I learned about Section 8 because I have a rental property in Virginia that I rent out, and I use Section 8 because that guarantees me rent in a sense. But so, you know, it benefits, it kind of benefits two sides. Some people don't like to use it because they think the folks going to destroy their property, and they don't like all the inspections that the government put on you. But I like it because, you know, like I said, I know I'm going to get my rent every month. But I just wanted to say that I understand where you're coming from. My dad, growing up, he, you know, if we qualified for anything, he wouldn't have took it. He was the type, he just don't believe in any type of welfare at all. And that's one of the things that I've always not liked about my dad, was his attitude towards other people, who just couldn't, who just didn't have whatever he in him that he had, to make it and push and make it and work 2 and 3 jobs to make it. You know, people do the best they can, I think, sometimes. So I just wanted to say that. Not that I disagree with you. I understand your feeling, but I just wanted to bring a little bit more understanding concerning, or give that other side of Section 8. You know, if you're working a job and you can't find nothing else, and you working every day, 6 days a week, and you just don't make any more, then, you know, you need Section 8.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk on. First of all, my dad was like that too. But then the way I understood in the stories I heard, you know how it was back then in the South. You were from a big family, 12 to 15, because back then ladies' families had, had children. You know what I'm saying? And if you was respected too, if you was a woman that had at least 8 children or more. But he told the story that he had to drop out of school at 13, because that's what young men did back in the day, to do little stuff to help the family with the rest of the siblings. Now, I know a lot of y'all heard of those stories like that, but they learned the basics. They learned how to read. And I remember my daddy teaching himself how to read further because of that Bible. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm not trying to sound negative, but I do think that what they said was intended for to stay 1 to 5 years, put yourself together. Because I can understand some people do work and do make what the minimum wage, so they can't afford it. But I was just saying that was intended for them to get further, do something to get further, to get past that. But some people can't do it because they do have children, or they self might have a disability. It can only work part-time. So let me straighten that out before anybody say, oh, I'm talking about people to get that. No, I'm not. So that's why I wanted somebody to come up here and speak on it. And that's the only thing I kind of agreed with. Why 10 years? And if that's the case, teach your children better to know how to get further. And like I said, I'm not knocking it. I'm just giving an opinion. I want your opinion.
Well, I want to speak on it as well. And I also want to, can you hear me, Bless?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I want to speak on it. But first, I want to say I agree with that thing about protecting your energy. It was so much going on these streets yesterday. My energy almost got mixed up. I went to Mimi's platform and I said a little something. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to even make a video today because it is too much going on. There was so much beef on these streets yesterday. I didn't know which video to go to first. I was running back and forth for a while, and then I finally said, forget it. Let me log off of here. It's too much going on. The algorithm had people going crazy yesterday. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, there was a lot going on. I was like, oh my goodness, what in the world? But anyway, I agree with that, protecting your energy. I didn't do a video on purpose, okay? Because it was too much. It was too much. Even on into late last night. I mean, it's just going and going and going and going. I was like, oh Lord. But anyway, move right along. I also want to speak on the Section 8 thing, like Ms. Cruiser, and just a little brief history on public housing. Public housing was originally started, and I know people love to associate public housing with Black people, But
Right.
public housing was actually, started for white people just after the Depression era. There was so much hunger and homelessness going on in this country. And the government wanted to find a place for really whites to go. So for for decades, black people weren't even able to enter into public housing for decades, right? And it wasn't up until the civil rights movement that black people were given access to public housing. Do you see what I'm saying? And so and also moving forward, there are a lot of people that can't afford to be out of public housing, like Miss Cruiser said. And you have a lot of Americans that work what they call the essential workers. Like this COVID
Mhm.
thing going on, they started talking about essential workers and stuff. There are a lot of families that need public assistance.
Right.
A lot of disabled people, a lot of people that are single, like you got a single mom or a single dad, even, or whole households, and they can't. It costs a lot in this country to live. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
so I'm always kind of leery when I go down that path of talking about housing. And the reason why I'm leery about that is because I worked for homeless people for over a decade, and I have seen whole families, and you can be one paycheck away from being homeless. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why I'm leery about this type of conversation. I don't like when black people judge black people when it comes to their housing situation or either these social programs. If you don't have to be on these social programs, it is a wonderful thing. But there are a lot of people, not only black people, there are a lot of people in general in this country that are only trying to make it. And the reason why I say, like I said, I have seen whole families become homeless. And you have both parents working, and they have to come stay at a mission or something like that because there was one paycheck away from losing their housing, or anything can happen. And they got kids, a lot of good people. Our homeless people are on drugs and all this and all that. You see what I'm saying? And I have also seen what was I gonna say? It's just a
Good
bad
morning, ladies.
situation. You know what I mean? And it's a delicate situation, so you have to be careful. And especially when it comes now, we roast and gag in the sector and all this and all that, and I don't really deal with people's personal living situations, or I don't like when black people especially go at other black people based on their socioeconomic status. I don't agree with that. You
That's
see
right.
what I'm saying? Because you have to be
Okay.
careful in this
Hold
country.
on, Ken. Hold on, Ken. Okay, let me
Okay.
answer some of that. Let me answer some of that. Now, my ministry is to go out and feed homeless, and I hear all the stories about that. So, and I'm like, I'm gonna say this again. I'm not saying it in a negative way, and I agree when some people really need it. I just said that might be somebody got to stay home with their children. Somebody might be disabled, but I'm really talking about the able body. But Miss Cruiser said also, it could be able-bodied people, but she didn't say the words able-body, but they make minimum wage. You can't do no better. But I'm just saying, I think they said it was designed for you. They figure after 5 years or something, you been and took up some class, did whatever you do. But it could still be a reason why you got to work like that for minimum wage for years, because you might have some children in the house, could be single or somebody with disability. I get all that. So there, in no way I am really knocking it. And there's other races that, I mean, not, yeah, races knew about it before even the black people knew about it. There was a lot of programs we did not know about. And then we having to hear from somebody, there's a program that do so and so, so and so. And I feel like when they first started it back then, it wasn't for us in the first place. You
Well,
know what
that's
I'm
what
saying?
you just
And then you
said.
got people come over here fresh from the country, a different country, like I said, and not to be sounding like I'm dragging them or whatever, talking that, but they all would be in the house, 15 to 20 of them, and then they don't have to wait all those years. They immediately, the government to give them a place too. So and it is a touchy subject, but I ain't in no way knocking anybody. I'm just saying I kind of do believe it was designed, 5 years or so, get on your feet, but then I understand people have disabled children or somebody that may be disabled all their life, got to stay home, like I said about my niece. So I'm in no way knocking it or
But
anything
when
like
but
that.
when
And
it
I'm
comes to
not
black
judging.
people,
And
but
I'm
when
not
it comes to
judging.
black people in particular in this country, there is a whole system called white supremacy racism that is designed to keep us down. That is why it's so hard for black people in particular to rise above the a certain type of socioeconomic status. you know. And so I would rather see somebody on public assistance rather than starving and being homeless in the street because they
Exactly.
don't want nobody staying, feeling a way about them being on public housing.
Yeah,
That's just
exactly.
not a
Yeah.
drag or a roast or a gang. And when it comes to Trump, the only thing that he wants to do, pretty much, and he is not even for his own people. Not only does he want to slash, public housing and food stamps and these things. Not only does he want to slash that in half because he think he's hurting certain groups of people, but he's also hurting his own supporters because a large amount of his, you know, supporters are not even black or brown people. So he's so disgusting that he wants to hurt his own supporters. Okay, because a lot of his supporters, they live below, the what do you call it? The
Poverty.
they can't the minimal income or whatever you
Yeah,
call
the
it. I can't think
poverty
of the word
line.
right
Yeah,
now.
I get
Yeah,
it.
the poverty line. They live below the poverty line, And I have seen professors with whole families, lose their tenure or become you can see whole professors and whole people that have gone to college doing stuff like dishwashing and working in Walmart because they can't find a job. Do you see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I've met two professors when I was working with homeless people that became homeless for whatever reason, and they are more than college educated. And
Yeah.
so it just really just all depends on people fall on hard times, and I'm just keeping it real. And we're not even gonna talk about the veterans in this country. And happy Veterans Day to anybody that is a veteran. By the way, I have seen veterans become homeless. There is no reason why a veteran, somebody that's been served the country, should be living in a homeless shelter. We treat our veterans worse than we treat a lot of other people in this country. But if you don't went to war and you done served your country, why is it that you still are homeless on the street and you done
There
served
are
your
some
country?
there are some
Okay.
soldiers that's in the military currently that qualify for uh, low housing vouchers and food stamp.
They
What
get
the
food
military
stamps
did,
on the base. You're right, Miss
yeah.
Cruz. They get
Well,
food
what they
stamps
did
on the base.
was what they did was they will no longer give the card. They give them commissary vouchers because the military was embarrassed. This was back in, I think, somewhere around 2012. They were
Yep,
embarrassed that they had
yep,
soldiers who were getting the food stamps. So
yep,
they started doing commissary vouchers. And then like
yep,
if you PCS somewhere, you get sent to a duty station and you don't get housing, military housing right away.
yep,
If you're a soldier and you're E3, that's you haven't made sergeant, and you do have some sergeants with 4 kids. They qualify for some of these benefits. So a
yep.
lot of times we look at situations where people get benefits, and we think, oh, this is a single mother that have a lot of kids that keep having kids so they can get more benefits, and that's not always the case.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You may
Okay.
have a job where you just police officers don't make a whole lot of money. Some
Yep.
teachers
Teachers.
don't make a whole lot of money. These
Yep,
are professional people.
yep.
Um, but I understand what you're saying, Bless. I remember. I'm gonna say this real quick, and I'm gonna hop off. I remember when I was little, and we was here in I was born and raised in North Carolina, and my mom couldn't stand women, and again, my parents, they my mom have been delivered. My daddy's still judgmental on these things, but let me go on. My mama couldn't stand these ladies that would stay at home and have kids and just collect off the government. She just had an issue with it, and she used to say that was their occupation, that's their job, to stay home and have kids. So there was people who made an occupation, a career out of it. But remember when Bill Clinton came through,
Because I
he
don't
put a
agree with
time
you.
limit on how long people could be on welfare. They did have
Right.
to go to school and
Right.
pick up
Right,
something
Miss
Right.
Cruiser.
because after 5 years they had to get off. So on
Yeah.
one hand, there is a small amount of people, but when we saying so, we do have to remember the people who are our professionals, our veterans, our teachers, our police, that whose income is not that high. Pharmacy assistants, not the pharmacy themselves, just different. I didn't want to name people, the CNAs that take care of our elderly. If they have some kids, they may qualify. If they have 3 or 4 kids, they might qualify. So, you know,
Mm.
it's so many sides to the story about it.
Right. Right. I don't want to
But it's
forget
not
this though.
about
Let
my
me
issue.
just
It's
a
not
minute.
only black
I got to
people.
comment on everything Miss Cruiser said before I forget now. Then somebody can talk again. Now, first of all, I agree with focus on you. Nothing, absolutely nothing was put off for blacks intentionally for us to make it. I do agree that. Now, I know about all veterans, because a lot of them I feed, like I said, it's my ministry. Well, haven't been because of the corona out there, and they eat what we eat. If we eating ribs, they eat it. So, like God said, give your best. So it wasn't noodles and oodles, and we was out there every single weekend. The big churches went out there, but that's neither here nor there. Now, about a limit. Yes, in California, they started a 2-year limit. And after that 2-year limit, then they have a work program. Then you got to go work for whatever assistance you getting, and you had to go at least a couple of days a week. I don't know if it's still into play or not, but I knew people that did that. And let me say this again: nobody is knocking it. The food stamps, the Section 8, whatever. I was simply stating what they said was tended for, and also what Trump did out here was a lot of apartment complexes when they found out they didn't have to have a quota of so many apartments for people with Section 8. A lot of them pulled their Section 8. And a lot of homeowners decided not to let Section 8 move in there because they think most of us that was black, they would tap their property, this and that. So it became to the point where a friend of mine that was on there had a very, very hard time finding somebody that would accept a voucher. Very few would accept a voucher, is what they called it. So I had to say all that in a nutshell. So because, Miss Cruz was talking, I got to make sure I didn't forget that. So then again, let me put this out here. It's not judging nobody. It's just a conversation I want to have and tell y'all I kind of do believe 5 years enough. But like I say, if somebody's disabled, you got children, you got to stay home, fine. Then go ahead, and then your children probably can, you encourage them, can do better. But I'm not saying people are doing bad either, so don't nobody take it that way. And that's why it's a sensitive subject, because everybody going to have a different take, run with this, run with that. But it's just who it is. Now, I'm going to put the link again. Go ahead, Miss Olivia. I had to talk on that for a minute before
Yeah, what I was saying was you just have to be careful judging people because you don't know anybody's situation.
okay, so let
You,
me say this again. There's no judging going here right now. We're just
no, no,
really
I'm
having a
not saying you
conversation.
was judging. I'm not saying you was judging. I mean in general, because a lot of time, a lot of black people, like Miss Cruz was saying, her mom, didn't like the women that stayed at home and had kids for social. I don't even realistically know if people are on purpose having children to get social assistance, because these funds that they give people, they are so minimal to where why would you even do that? And but my issue is the stigma that has been placed on black people, like only black people have to deal with public housing and food stamps and other social programs. That is just not true, because initially it wasn't even worked. It wasn't even created for us. Just like after
Exactly.
they started, when they were doing the civil rights movement, they started being lax on the rules, and a lot of black people, and they also did that too to break up black communities, because black people were used to making it on their own in their own communities. It's
Because they
all a
had
big,
to.
they all want your money at the end of the day. And after they started allowing black people to get into these projects and stuff like that, that is when the suburbs became really popular, because the black people, they were giving them incentives to move out of the projects and stuff and move into these suburbs homes. They were actually paying white people to move out of the projects into the suburbs, and they was subsidizing it, and that garnered them a generational wealth. That was another form of
Exactly.
giving these black people generational wealth. See, people have to be careful when you're talking about this subject, especially when you don't know the history of a thing. And I never judge. I don't like to judge people on their socioeconomic status, because there's a whole system in place to keep us down in this country. And
Exactly.
so a lot of people out of ignorance and think, because they feel insecure about their situation, want to have the nerve to judge people. But like I said, I work with homeless people and economically depressed people for years. There's a reason for everything. A lot of people for generations have not even they, because they didn't finish school or something, they don't put an emphasis on education. And we know that education is a way out. And even if you're not educated, you want to move your kids along through school. Make them achieve higher. Become better, become more social. Before become more self-sufficient. A lot of people don't even, for whatever reason, don't even put an emphasis on that. They put an emphasis on finding yourself a job and doing the best you can do. They don't even think that they could achieve higher education for whatever reason. There's a lot of stuff going on in this country, you know, and a lot of people, it's hard for a lot of people to make it. I just don't like, because black people are stigmatized, you know, with, oh, they all live in the
Yeah.
projects, or they having kids to get food stamps and all of this and all that.
Okay.
And I just
So
want us to be mindful of that.
okay, so let me jump in there now because you could say quite a lot right now. So let me kind of reiterate something that you said. Now, first of all, blacks always have taken care of themselves because, like I said, if they were the last to even know about these programs, they would just happen to hear from somebody and the word got passed on. Okay, now let me speak on the homeless. Now, people have the misunderstanding that most people have the misunderstanding that all homeless are drug addicts. They're not. They're
No.
not. So by me going out there feeding my ministry at the homeless, and I offer spiritual food, and when I say spiritual food, we even offer prayer. They want a prayer, and then physical food. That when we feed them food, and I found out in talking to them, some of them got used to me. Some of them we get a relationship with, meaning they would look for the certain ones go out there feeding, talk to, so we got kind of close to them. We would find out what's going on and why they're homeless. Now, a lot of them did lose their job. Some people lost their job. Some people was waiting for their SSI or whatever to come, whatever. It was one lady, her whole family, her kids would always come over to what we was feeding that because we always had donations for clothes, um, personal hygiene. You would make up little bags with gloves and hats, toothpaste, all the stuff that they need. So we get close to some of them. So they wasn't on drugs. Then you had maybe 10% was mental, maybe 10% were drug addicts, but the rest were just normal people who fell on hard, bad luck. So some of them, when they get a job, they'll make it a point and we don't see them for the whole month. They're not there every week. And then when they get stable, whatever, they come to us and tell, oh, I got a job. That's why you ain't see me. So some will be waiting for jobs. But the shelter they give them while they're waiting for the job, they only was doing it for up to 3 weeks. They give them a voucher for 3 weeks. They rent a room for a week. And then that fourth week, they think by then you should be and found a place. But it was impossible because of how, like I just said, the people didn't have to move Section 8 people no more. They didn't have that quarter no more. So some were just out there in tents. Like we even donated some tents. And, cold, especially like right now, we would be, if the run was going on, which I'm going to go out there though, because I just told one of my nieces, let's at least go out once a month now, because since we've been on hold, we take coats, everything. People right now to this day still bring me stuff to donate, to take out there, and I would do that. So I'm saying this for those of y'all that think all homeless, or most of the homeless are drug addicts, is simply not true. I know I kind of went in a different direction, but I had to throw that in there. It's simply not true. And there's nothing wrong with Section 8. Evidently, you just can't, honey. You got to hear the whole conversation. Okay. Now, it's just a stepping stone. Yes, it is, from homeless to Section 8 to getting on your feet. Yes, so nobody is judging knocking it Section 8 sector. Okay, so just want to let you know that. Listen to the whole conversation, so you can get what we're saying. So okay, but that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm sure you have a heart. Heard many stories how they became. Yes, a lot of stories. I even sometimes would drive through there and look for this particular girl, and it's two little black ladies staying together all the time. One of them said that she, you know how when you're in a foster home and you get 18, so she no longer was in the system. She was homeless with another friend of hers. I'm assuming they both was like that. They were very, very tight. And the last time I saw them, one of them was pregnant. And I know by now she probably got a place to live or whatever. I hadn't seen her in a while. And it's been in my spirit to drive through there, see if they still come out. But I doubt it, because she would always come over and get clothes from me. We had tons of clothes. I still have some right there in my storage. Clothes, for large size people, whatever. But anyway, I just want to move that stigma right there. All homeless on drugs. That's simply not true. Go ahead, Miss. I'm gonna drop the link again. I know I took it another direction, but go ahead. I just had to get that in there.
I'll tell you right now, all homeless people are not drug addicts and
Right.
junkies. And some people are one paycheck away from being homeless. Whole families. I have been to camps, where people have died. I work in a shelter. People have died. They live all their life on the streets for whatever reason. But no, all of them are not on drugs. You know what I mean? That's right, Kiki. Domestic violence. People fleeing from bad situations. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's a whole subculture of homelessness that's going on in this country that nobody really wants to address, and a lot of it is because of the government. That's a lot of it. But I also want to say that what did I want to say? I forgot about uh I forgot. It'll come back to me. But you have to be mindful when you're having these conversations because you never know what somebody's really going through. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you really never do. A lot of people judge, prostitutes and all of this and all that. And I have heard all kind of stories from women, selling they bodies on the streets. Nobody, when you're growing up, you're a little girl, you playing with your dollies. You don't grow up and say, I want to be a hooker when I get grown or whatever, when I become 15 or 16. A lot of that is due to, oh, no, I know I want to talk about mental illness, but a lot of that is due to a lot of people that have been molested and then had all kind of situations going in their family and they're fleeing from their family. You mentioned um, kids that age out of the foster care system. Here in my state, if you're not, they have a housing program, and if the foster child is not entered into accepted into that that program, they are given a couple of $100 and they set out on the street, or they take them to the homeless shelter. And when you are a child and you age out of the system and you enter into the world of homelessness, you got a mark on your back, and a lot of stuff can happen to you then, to the point to where we started a program in my city to where the foster children are not sent to the age out of the system. They're not sent to they're just not let out on the street. We have a program for that now, but
Yeah.
it took us years to put that in place because I also, work for social services as well. And as far as mental illness contributes a lot when it comes to people being homeless. And the reason why that is because Reagan, during the Reagan era, he shut down a whole lot of these facilities that will hold mentally ill people, and now they are just turned out on the street. They absolutely can't, hold down a job, or if they have a home for whatever reason, if they're schizophrenic or something, they'll become very violent and they'll lose their housing. But that is also because of the government under the Reagan era. That is why mentally ill people are such a staple when it comes to homelessness. It's a lot
Mhm.
of stuff going on with that. That's why I've seen
Right.
it up close and personal. I've been in these camps.
We got
I didn't donate clothes and give away food. I actually worked with homeless people. Do you see what I'm
yeah.
saying? I've seen dead people in under bridges, in tents, veterans, because they have PTSD and they can't stabilize themselves. They don't trust nobody. Just a whole lot of stuff going on. But like I said, that's why I'm very leery about certain conversations. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
but see, that's the thing. That's the thing. What I be saying, people would take stuff and twist it or whatever. But to me, this is a good conversation. It's a needed
Yeah,
conversation because some people probably don't really understand, and that's why I said somebody got a problem with me saying, "Yeah, I believe people. If they on low house or vouch or whatever, they should have the time to pull themselves together." I do, but by all means, I'm not knocking it. And let me say something else you said about a woman, prostitute. I have the utmost respect for any woman that have to go out there and do what she got to do for her children. I have no respect for ones that's going to do it for drugs and leaving their children home. And I've always grew up hearing the older lady say, a woman that should be able to feed her kids, she got a commodity. Hey, God haven't put out one man on this earth that won't give a woman some money. But if you just going out there for drugs, your children home or home, like this, no, I can't respect it. But woman got to do what a woman got to do, and simply that's what I mean about that. Good morning, Miss Pizzaro. But I'm gonna change it up a little bit now. What was I talking about earlier? But Miss Olivia, yeah, you're right. Every Miss Cruz, she's right. Anybody that's come on it, that they're right because that's their opinion and that's their belief. So I'm got to say all that too for somebody to take it the wrong way and run with it. Like somebody just came in, I told them no, watch them again, and you see what we're saying. There's nothing wrong with Section 8 because I understand, disability. I understand working below the poverty line, but that's not what I was saying. And then maybe some people just, can't, do no better, whatever. But I'm just saying it becomes generational. So we as parents have to teach our kids, and we always have been like this, to do better than what we did. People always say that, and just, it's just the way it is. Good morning, Chocolate Vixen. I'm glad you are because I talked about the YouTube stuff just now too, but I also wanted to speak on that. And what made me really think about that this morning, walking, running around, catching it, watching the streets, and hearing somebody else, saying, I said, oh wow, that's true, what I'm saying. But then I got to say again, we were the last people, where blacks were to last to hear of all these programs. They wasn't designed for us. They wasn't designed, and anybody know they wasn't designed for us. So I'm gonna drop the link again if anybody else want to speak on this subject. And then if not, we're gonna move on, find us another subject. But Miss Olivia, you correct too, and everything that you're saying. Okay, so we all are. I'm not, I'm kind of reading some of the comments, and so everybody's right, because everybody that has their own opinion, whether right or wrong, they're right because it's what they truly believe. In other words, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Now, did I get that link dropped? Yeah. And what happened to the co-host? They left. Can you hear me, Miss Olivia?
Yeah, I heard
You was muted. Oh, you was muted.
you.
Oh, okay. So we took care of that, and it is a touchy subject. I get it, what you're saying. It is, but sometimes we got to speak on these things. Like mental illness. Like I said, I got used to some of the people out there. I drive through there sometimes, see if I can see them. Like I got stuff in my storage. I might drive through there and see who needs some extra coats I got, but they're large, and we barely got clothes that were large. So we start telling everybody, if you know anybody got some people at the church, my family members, anybody got some large, XX, it was hard to get clothes for them. But I would go buy 20 pairs of gloves, 20 hats, 20 of everything that other people donate to take it out there. Like right now, it's cold. It's just now starting to get cold here in California. I would definitely do that. Actually reminded you
I
that.
actually went to a seminar, a conference, if you will, and there were several states, and it was about homelessness, and there were several states, and at the seminar, California, was represented, and the situation with homelessness in
Mhm.
California is
Yeah.
unbelievable. I
Yes, it
couldn't
is.
believe it. They have whole homeless camps with representatives. I was like, what in the world? And I heard that people, it was so bad at one time. I don't know if they still do this, but they would take them at a certain time of night. You would have to get on this bus and go to this designated homeless place, or you're going to be locked up. And it was like a lot going on. I was like, oh my God, I could not imagine.
But you know what? Right down in all these major streets now, people are starting to just camp wherever they want to sit they tent or their blankets at. It's amazing how widespread that got here in this town only, and it's always have been like that in San Francisco, close to the Bay Area. It's
Mhm.
tons of homeless, and they would just go down any street, I don't care what business, district, anything, and just camp out right there.
Right.
So it really is terrible. But do you remember back in the day, there was no such, oh, let me move this up and pay no attention to the chat. There was, back in the day, you might see one or two per people, and we would call them hobos, and they would hang around train tracks, train stations to train hop. You remember something like that? They would call hobos
Yeah.
back in
Yeah.
the day. Now they were hobos. They were called hobos. They were homeless, but they just went from town to town, state to state on the train. Nowadays, it ain't no sense. It ain't no such thing as hobos. It's just straight out homeless people. And thank you for the
Well, that's the
121.
status of this country. There's far
Huh?
more people not able to make it in this country than it used to be. That's why homelessness has exploded. I'm glad you said that, because that's the truth. And so that's another reason why perhaps if you're on Section 8 and you don't want to get off Section 8, you are afraid that you will end up homeless because you could lose your job or something. It's really a systemic issue. It's so many people homeless, and they're not all mentally ill. They're not on drugs. They're not on prostitutes. They just simply could not make it. And like we said, there are people that are one paycheck away from being homeless. But moreover than the mental illness and the alcohol and drug use, there is a systemic problem going on with this government. People are just this country doesn't care about its people.
Yeah.
They took so many jobs. How can you even find a job that's going to pay you above minimum wage if all of those jobs have been shipped to other countries?
Right. So,
Like, how do you deal with that?
girl, I don't know. It's just a lot to this conversation. I'm gonna continue it another time because right
Yeah.
now I only got enough time, and I only got enough time. I got about 25 more minutes, so I'm gonna start dropping the link just so we can speak on some of these other subjects as well. But like I
Well,
say, Miss Cruiser and Miss Olivia, y'all right too in the way y'all feel, and I think I am in
I
the
would
chat.
like to know what's going on with PIZZARO and this Crystal chick and
I want to know too.
and Tracy and it's like it's a whole lot going on. I kept hearing about that over and over again yesterday. And why is PIZZARO into it with Tracy or is Tracy into it with PIZZARO or I don't know. It seemed to be all wrapped around this what is her name? This Crystal chick. What's up with that?
That's what I want to know.
Why they highlight that drug addict? I heard she was a drug addict. So I'm just saying why they featuring her now.
I don't know, but it's Miss PIZZARO. You still here? If so, girl, you can tell us a little bit about it. And so now, when I saw Crystal on Brianna's platform, like I said, I was able to be there for a minute. Then they had Gigi on there. And oh Lord, they're gonna take it the wrong way. But why is it always the people that be doing the most and saying the most that they come over to the sector with us, but they be saying the most? I don't understand that. And I know people talk about them too and vice versa, but y'all, I still feel some kind of way when I have a different race coming at my people like that. And I don't hate her and none of that, y'all. I know people gonna take it the wrong way, but I do. That's just the way I feel. And then they say, well, we do it to each other. Yes, we do. But I argue with my sister, but you can't. I don't know. It's just, so I can't go too deep in that, but that's just the way I feel. And you know what I'm saying? That's just the way I feel. So we got a lot of frenemies going on right now. A lot of frenemies. And see, Bonnie feeling the same thing I'm feeling. She said she ain't feeling that. I'm not either. I cannot do that. I really can't do that. So evidently PIZZARO is gone because I want to know too. This is my first time really hearing a voice real clear, because I kept hearing things about it.
Yeah, me too.
But I
On
didn't really know.
Brianna's
But she
page.
was actually on the panel. And then April was up there. People keep saying that she's white, but maybe because she looked more white than black, and so maybe her father is a really bright skin. I don't know. She didn't say it. If she see this, she want to ask what she can. And her mother's white, so that makes her be double lighter. And the reason why I say that because my oldest son, he's light skinned. He's very light, but his white is mixed. But my granddaughter, if you was straighten her hair, can pass for white. You get what I'm saying? So it just depends if you're a darker complexion, melanated black person, whatever you want, what way you put it. Then
Well,
you probably would have
this
seen more.
Gigi's life is in the chat, bless.
Yeah,
She said,
Gigi
Miss
was on
Bless,
the panel. Gigi can grab the link too and tell us what
she
she
said,
was
I'm
there.
sorry you're upset with me.
I'm sorry, I'm not upset with you. I'm just saying what I see. You can grab it. I don't know you to be upset with you. I'm telling you how I feel and what I see. Simple as
Bless,
that.
did you see what Chocolate Vixen said?
Which I
Do you see
no.
what Chocolate Vixen said? She said to allow those two drug addicts to cause division is a shame and a disgrace. So they're drug addicts?
Are they? Well, I heard them saying that Gigi is a drug addict, alcoholic, or something. I don't know. I don't know her like that, but I'll drop the link if she want to come up. If she don't, that's fine. But I'm telling y'all what I heard. This Crystal woman, I finally heard her voice and everything. I don't know her like that, but at the same time, I feel the way I feel. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
So,
know.
no, I'm not mad at you. I don't know you like that. I have a lot of different races in my chat that subscribe to me, I'm assuming. So it is just the way some people see it. Yeah, there is a lot
Do
of
you think
going on.
part of Tracy's problem is that she invite these people to her chat? Do you think that's the problem that she's having?
I think so, because some people think certain people she shouldn't, but she can invite anybody to a chat she want to. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm just saying for the people that's upset about that. But and I also think then it has a lot to do with her also supporting the racists. So they saying that she's just supporting anybody. I don't know, but I think that's the biggest problem because when she showed her email to prove that she wasn't corresponding with him no more, it went all the way up to that date, October 16th, and it was around that date, 15th or 16th. So it's like people were saying she was corresponding all the way to that day when she took call, got busted, but still rolling with him like that. That's where I took it. Yeah, I think that's what it is too. And so then it's also a lot of people that don't want her supporting her in the whole 9 yards. But I believe that some of Miss Olivia, and I
But
wish she was here.
Chocolate Vixen said that they were both slurring and barely coherent. Why
Well,
don't people click the link when they drunk or high and get online? When you if you're I don't understand that. I don't get
well,
that.
well, they all, from what I know, when I first found out who she was over there in the chat with Tracy. Then all of a sudden, her and Tracy fell out also. So I don't know, like I say, much of Tracy doesn't see color. She will kick a black person off the ledge just to prove to a white person that she isn't like. Oh, is that why she do it? And that's why people be having a problem. That's why people be saying she wants to be white. She don't want to be black. People be saying that too because of that reason. So I'm assuming that's why people be mad at her.
Well,
So,
Gigi was in
I
conversation
didn't say you
with
was, Gigi.
Tanya
Why don't you just
Russell.
grab the link? I was a sponsor in Illinois. Hey, why don't you just grab the link then? Because since then you don't
Well, I
have to
think
be
the
there.
first sentence when she said
Because
that
that
the
is what I heard, Gigi. They said that you be slurring, that you be drunk or something, allegedly. I'm not saying it. I'm saying what they are. Because, like, actually, this just a few times I actually seen you in my chat. I don't know if you be in the bushes all the time or what, but it is what it is. So, anybody want to drag the link and talk about anything that I spoke on? Now it's the
I
time
agree
to
with
do it.
Joyce
We
though
want
that
to.
the problem is
Yeah.
certain. I agree with Joyce on that.
What?
When she said Joyce, the problem is Sir King, Miss Olivia. In part I agree with that, but he's not the only person inviting these types of people and
Okay,
giving them shine on the
okay, Gigi,
platform
you
either.
have a blessed day too. And like I said, I don't know you like that to judge you. I'm just saying what I've heard, what people be saying, and I don't know. And this is my second or third time seeing you in my chat. So, but that is what people say. But she's no longer over there with Tracy anymore, from what I understand. They got into it for some reason too. I don't know. I just know it's a lot of fighting and beef going on, and that's all I can say.
Well,
You
what's
know what
going
I'm
on
saying?
with Kiki?
How did Kiki leave?
I don't know. Kiki, maybe, I don't know. Kiki, where you are? Where you at, co-host? Maybe somebody else on he want to go watch. I don't know. I really don't know.
There's so much stuff going on.
Yeah, it's so much stuff going on. Everybody want to talk about stuff.
It was a lot of stuff going on with Skilla Boy yesterday.
Oh yeah, I just told you in the beginning who he called the bad ranch. I just said that she had nerve enough to try to break his thing down, talk about him. Then she was sounding like she was for him. Then all of a sudden she read a line, then she'll throw some shade in there. You know how she do it. And I had almost forgot about it. I didn't even know she'd still be over there making videos. You know how stuff come across your thing and you see people that's on. So I was surprised to even see that this morning.
Yeah. This day before 05 maybe. They said I'm tired of those two. I can't believe I watched 2 hours of that. And why do they keep apologizing for what they say? Stop letting reckless stuff come out of your mouth.
What? Okay, I'm finna read what this say. Let me start looking. Bless. I don't want a Tracy day one, and she has never supported race or kick a white person off for a black person. People are straight lying her. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I wasn't at day one, but I used to watch it from day one when Juicy Booty introduced her, and because we was kind of like throwing a little shade at each other, like that. Okay, Shakira, can you show yourself first?
Somebody said you were inviting trouble.
Huh?
Somebody said focus on you. You will be sorry for inviting trouble. I wonder what that means.
Well, I don't know what that means. I ain't inviting nothing. So if you can't show yourself, I'm not gonna bring you on. You in the bathroom doing something at the sink. Who is this black person? Oh, I see her in the face. Okay, let me see who you are. Turn your avatar on.
Okay, thank you.
Get your
Okay, hi. How are you, Miss Bless and Miss
okay.
Olivia?
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
But let me answer her first. Oh, there go Miss Bizarro. Drop the link again.
Okay.
You would be sorry. Who's inviting trouble? Focus on you. Are you saying I'm inviting trouble because I'm having a conversation? Wow. Tracy took the word of Gigi over Pizzario, sealed the deal for me. She said with conviction that Gigi doesn't lie to her. She had no problem. Okay. I'm gonna drop the link. I can see I got a little time. Okay. Pizarro, we were just looking for you. Miss O'Leary just asked about you if you want to grab the link. I want to know from Focus on You, what do you mean? I'm inviting trouble because I'm having a discussion. You see, that's what I mean. If you're talking about me, the discussion, that goes back to what I'm saying, how people tend to internalize stuff. You better can talk. You know, so go ahead. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead, Shakila.
Okay, hi. I just wanted to say, I have been one of Tracy's day ones, and I have never, and I'm just being honest, I don't get involved in anything, but I've never seen Tracy support the racist. I know she gave him a shout out about a report that he had brought back. That I do know, but and I like I said, I'm her day one. I have never known Tracy to kick out a white person for a black person. Teresa's always tried her best to be fair with people that come up there on her panel. So I just wanted to say that. That was it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So,
You guys have a blessed day.
You too, honey, and thanks for coming up, Shakila.
So you're welcome.
Yeah, but other people think different. That even after that, she was friendly with him. So, and I've heard that too. And then when she was showing her emails, she said the last time she had scored part to them, allegedly, I think she said, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, all the way up until October 3rd. She kind of said that herself.
Yes.
But
Well, she
I'm glad to see
email.
somebody got lawyer supporters, because you sound like you're very lawyer supporter. That's a good thing, because that's hard to find. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing you're speaking up for.
Yes,
And
she had,
that's your truth. That's your truth, and I respect it.
Yes,
Okay?
no, she had received emails from him, but she's always said things concerning him all the time, you know, as far as how she didn't like him and things like that. But I promise you, if I miss a video, I go back and watch the video. But there's just a lot of people who really, really do hate Tracy. And I just wish that people would really understand and try to put themselves in her shoes. If you have the whole sector coming at you, what would you do? See, that's the only thing that bothers me is that people don't try to put themselves in her shoes. It's easy for us to say, "Oh, I would turn it off. Oh, you're too invested." But when people are coming at you, you know, coming for your name, saying mean, you know, just mean things to you, we don't know what we would do. So I just feel like we need to be fair and just think about those things, put ourselves in her shoes, and just realize that, you know, that it's easy for us to say, "Oh, I'll do this. I'll turn my computer off. I will do this." But I have seen lots of people sit here and as soon as their name come up, they dragging the person, they cussing the person out. They do total opposite of what they tell Tracy to do. So I just wanted to say that, and I love you guys, and I'm always in the bushes. So,
well, thank you. Thank you for
okay,
always
you have a
talking. I
blessed day.
appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. You have a blessed day as well.
Okay, bye
All
bye.
right. And let me make this clear. Yeah, I still support Tracy too, and I know there's those that don't like it and mad at me and anybody else that support her, but she hasn't done that personally. And when she did do some talking that I agree with, I straight up told her. I said it on public. She was in my chat and she was good with her. A lot of us had voiced our disappointment, and what more can we do? So we didn't agree with what she was doing, and she know that, you know, and that's just the way it is. Good morning, Miss Pizzaro.
Good morning, Miss Blessed, Miss Olivia. How y'all doing this morning?
Hey.
Hi. You got the floor.
Oh, I was saying how y'all was doing this morning.
Yeah, and Miss Olivia had a question for you. That's why we're looking for you. We want to know
Okay.
what went on with I guess with Gigi and whoever was going with Crystal or somebody. That's my first time really hearing speak. It was yesterday on Brianna's chat.
Oh. Well, Gigi and Crystal got into a whole bunch of these web of bullcrap, I would say. Crystal sparked up a whole bunch of this whole crap. I would say that. Crystal sparked all this up as far as the situation that happened with her, Tracy, and Sir King and Kwame.
Okay.
Because of the story that she told. A lot of people got the stories confused because of when Crystal was on the thing. I got black. Let me see. Okay. You got to put that stuff on it. I'm sorry, y'all. She had to tell me.
You got your kids come first. That's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Les. But they both got involved into this. Well, technically, Crystal just went up there on Sir King's panel and said how she felt about the whole thing with Tracy. She said that She had recordings and receipts of the racists telling her that Tracy and the racists was working together to take Kwani down. A lot of people got that information confused with the whole situation with April, my kiddo, Reed, and Crystal. From when that whole thing happened with Kwani and they was beefing at the time, that was a whole year ago. And someone was supposed to be Dr. Kwani and claim they had Kwani credit score and all of that whole little thing popped off. Well, they said that came from Lipstick Alley. Reed tried to tell Reed told Kwani that, and Kwani was like, oh, okay. But those were two separate incidents of what Crystal was talking about on Sexual Live. None of them had anything to do with each other.
Okay.
So we wanted to get down to the bottom of, who lying. Is Crystal lying or is Gigi lying? Because Gigi said Crystal talk all the time. Crystal said that she has not been talking to Gigi anymore. But she said she have talked to her until she fell out with her. And both of them fell out over, she said, a text message. Crystal said it was a text message. Gigi said it was over at April. April got up there and said that Gigi sent her some gifts and it smelled like a dirty ashtray.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It was funny, Lex. It was funny. We all laughed.
Okay.
We all laughed when she said that. It wasn't nothing towards Gigi, just the dirty ashtray part. Because, it's like, there's a dirty ashtray smell like. So, Bree, I got to give her props. Like, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of courage, and a lot of understanding to deal with what we had to go through last night. Because Crystal and Gigi was cussing each other out.
Okay. Let me pause for a second. Y'all see my information I put up. Don't forget, you can give me a blessing, but it's not required. Like, share, and follow. Now go ahead, y'all. Get that out. Okay, this is my thing. Somebody got, I think that's you, Gigi. You got to turn off whatever else you got going on. Because I hear myself in the background. Okay, keep on going, Bree. Now, not Bree. Who was that speaking? PIZZARO. And Gigi, you can speak too.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Are you going to answer to some of the stuff so far that Miss PIZZARO said? Y'all can go and start the conversation.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Bless, Miss Olivia. Hello, PIZZARO. What was the question? I'm sorry, I couldn't come on earlier. My nephew stayed the night, and as I mentioned, my son had a chainsaw accident, so I came outside to address that there was no proof. Tracy showed no proof. Yeah, I don't know why she didn't show the text that I sent to her. I have it. I can IG it to you, Miss Blast. Or give it to you in some way where you can read it.
You said Tracy didn't show the proof?
Oh, well, it was said in the chat by I don't know the name, but it said Tracy.
Don't read the chat. Miss
Okay,
Bless, if Olivia have questions for you. I was giving them the rundown of what happened last night. And I was telling them what happened with this whole thing. Gigi sent Tracy a text message. She said it was an email, but Gigi said it was a text message. She sent Tracy a text message and told Tracy all these things that Krista told her. And she said that Krista threw in the end, after telling her all these things about what they were supposed to be doing with Kwani, is that she was going to let me know. Krista got up on the panel and both of them kept going back and forth. Krista said that's the lie. She said Krista lied. There you go, Gigi. Whatever y'all got to ask for, there y'all go.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Brianna
Oh, go.
said.
I was saying to go on Miss Olivia.
Brianna said the text she talking about is just her words to Tracy. I don't know what that means, Brianna. Did Brianna click the link? Because I really just really would like to know. It's so many people involved. I'm confused.
So who you telling to click the link?
Brianna. Brianna did an
Brianna
interview.
Simone here.
Yeah,
She
so
can
I
click it
told
if
you.
she want to.
Brianna said the text she talking about is just her words to Tracy. That's what Brianna said.
Oh, Brianna's
Yeah,
at work
that's
right
what it
now.
was.
Brianna's at work. What happened to the soap? Soap, you can come talk next. I know you're probably busy too. I saw you, but Gigi was talking, whatever, you know. But Gigi, are you, Miss Pizarro? Is she answering the questions that we wanted to know? Because you, and I understand, Gigi. You said I heard you say yesterday you learned how to talk like a child or something was going on, and maybe that's why people think that you be liquored up or whatever, because your speech is very slurred. So I'm assuming that's why people think that, because I wasn't really understanding you very well just now. No, no shade. I'm just saying.
Okay, I've explained about my speech 1,000 times. No disrespect to
Well,
you,
well, I'm
Miss
sorry because I
Blessed.
wasn't there the 999 times. I'm just saying why people think that, honey, and it's no
Okay,
shade.
okay.
But go ahead, though, Miss Pizarro. You heard that y'all was gonna have a conversation. Hello.
Mrs. Pizarro and I have already had a conversation. All of this
Uh-huh.
went on Bree's channel
Mm-hmm.
last night.
Yeah, that's why we was trying to get clarification. But
Right.
Part
why people are saying, people are asking, how did you get involved with it if it's involving Crystal? Where did you
because
come into play with this whole thing?
because because Crystal and I were very close, very good friends, and talked on the phone.
Uh-huh.
Oh, y'all talk behind the scenes on the phone. Okay, so evidently y'all know each other. So go ahead.
Yes, and not only that, I with along with another girl who is not on YouTube anymore, which people told who it was last night. I asked not for it to be told because she's not well. She has an illness, and I didn't want her, if she heard it, to
What is
get
her illness?
upset.
Drug addiction? Is that her illness? Drug
No,
addiction?
Miss Olivia, stop. That's not funny.
No,
No,
that's an honest
we're not
question.
gonna do the. Wait a minute. We're not
Lupus,
gonna do the
lupus,
disrespect thing
That's
because
an
I'm not
honest question,
disrespecting
baby
you.
girl. It's just,
lupus,
oh Lord,
lupus. The
you
illness
got
is
lupus. Okay, then.
lupus.
So why did you get
So
offended?
is
It
she
was just an
talking about
honest question.
Tracy or I
So
mean she
why?
talking about
Wait, whoa,
Crystal?
whoa. Why did you say drug addiction? That's
Are
not
you talking
funny.
about because they said Crystal was a drug addict? And why are you speaking to me in that tone? Bitch, have
No,
you
I,
done lost your goddamn mind? Do
oh
you
ma'am,
know
Lord,
the
here we
fuck you
go.
ma'am,
talking
It was
to?
just a
Now
ma'am.
conversation.
wait a minute, I'm gonna mic up cause it's blessed channel, but what we not gonna do is assume that I'm some of these other bitches that you be twerking with. Cause you're not
Hey,
gonna disrespect me, bitch. I don't give a fuck who the fuck
listen,
you think you are, bitch. I am not motherfucking
listen,
impressed. Now what you need to do
listen.
is calm down and take the amp out your motherfucking voice, bitch. That's what the fuck you need to do. I guess you did leave, because we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna disrespect me. That's what we not gonna do.
Gigi was an
Yeah,
honest
Fuck.
question. It was an
you was
honest
just asking
question,
the
Gigi. Why
question.
did you get so
Yeah.
offended? It was an honest question. We wanted to know what the illness was. Was she drug addicted or what? It was an honest question.
I
I
don't
was
know why
trying
you
to get
got
some
to talk
intel for
to me
last
like
night.
that. Can you ever, bitch, ever talk to me like that? Not you, bitch. Not you. Cause
We
I'm
were
gonna be
just trying,
triggered, bitch.
we were just trying to get some intel about last night, and
And
Pizarro,
I
Mr.
was. Did you
Pizarro was
hear that tone?
satisfied.
Did you hear that tone she took with me?
Yes, I'm
We're not
sorry to
gonna do
say.
that. That's what we not gonna do. The fuck?
Well,
I
we
wasn't even
wanted to
trying to
know.
drag that bitch. I wasn't even trying to disrespect her, Miss Bliss. Them bitches right there, them bitches. See, y'all one thing. But them bitches not never ever gonna disrespect me. I don't give a fuck who chat they twerk around in. I don't care if they twerk in Tracy chat, in God's chat. Them bitches not gonna disrespect me. I don't give a
Mm.
fuck.
I know
That's
that's
what we're
right.
not gonna do.
That's what they not gonna
Well,
do.
No, that's not what they're not gonna do that, Pizarro. Cause I don't
They
have to
said
be
that.
cordial to them motherfuckers. Cause they ain't
You
doing
said
other
that.
causing trouble and starting motherfucking shit. If you really want to know why I think about it, and I don't know why nobody be featuring them motherfucking hoes. But the only person's platform that I can control is mine. But I don't feature none of them bitches. I don't know nothing about these raggedy
let
ass,
me
drunk
say,
ass,
I don't feature
drug
nobody
addicted
either.
whores.
I don't even know them to
The
feature them. I
fuck?
just wanted some questions, some answers. Miss
No,
Pizarro and her was
stop
supposed
playing
to,
with me.
but she
No,
didn't
ma'am.
want to answer. She didn't want to talk about what went on because she said it went on last night. But we wanted clarification right now, Gigi. That's all it was, and it was an honest
Yeah,
question. It was really an
and
honest question.
Miss Olivia wanted to know how did she get involved. She got
Right.
involved because she wanted to be put involved into the situation by sending Tracy what she sent Tracy. That's how she got involved. But all this started because Crystal said what she said about Tracy on Sir King's live.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, we just had to get all the intel from Miss Pizarro telling, but I don't know why Gigi you got offended. It was an honest question. And why did the word addiction offend you so bad? So it's making me start to believe it's what people say, that you're addicted. Why did that offend you so bad? I don't understand it. All she said was what the illness was, an addiction. Why it gotta be addiction? Or what's the matter with that? Why are you so offended? Did it hit a sore spot? Did she hit the nail, put the hammer on the nail? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What did she hit somewhere that you used to be or still? And people always accuse you of that. I just want to know why. Why did you blow up for an honest question? That's all. That's all I want to know. So now it must be a little truth to it. Y'all know whenever somebody says something, it's a little truth somewhere in it. Maybe she's a
She
recovering addict.
said,
I don't know.
she said, I would talk to you that way, Miss Olivia. I don't give a fuck neither. I answer you that way because I was speaking of the lady I did not want to mention because of her illness, and all I heard was Olivia say, "I'm guessing what is her illness."
I got lupus. We know, and folks try it, and I usually just cuss their ass out and keep moving. Well, so I don't know what happened. Now we're going to bring up Gigi. She gets no privilege in here. No, she don't. Like I just said, this is my second, maybe third time I've seen her come in my chat. I was just wanted to ask some questions, and I don't know this Crystal person, but I finally heard her voice last night on Brianna's, and people think I'm sounding prejudiced, but I'm not. I just said, "Oh well, here we go again." And I don't understand that though. And I don't know, call it what y'all want to call it. I mean, I'm gonna talk about my sister, but y'all ain't gonna talk about her. Y'all get what I'm saying, so I'm gonna move from there. And she
Yeah,
yelled
I
at me.
get
I'm
what
not
you're
mad
saying.
at you. I'm not mad at you. I don't know you like that. I just wanted some answers. That's the only. And then you said you had to leave. You couldn't grab the link. Then 3 minutes later, you said I had to leave earlier. So to you, 3 minutes was earlier. Are you confused with the time? Now I'm thinking something wrong with that one earlier. Oh, okay. Okay. So carry on.
Well, I feel like what Miss Olivia said wasn't nothing for her to get offended about because Miss Olivia was just trying to understand as well as you, Bless, or what was going on. If you're going to talk about that person but don't want to say their name, you can still say what the addiction is or what. It's not that big of a deal. Like, it's the beef factor.
See, Gigi, why you talking in the chat? And it was an honest question asked. Is her illness addiction? No, Bless, I'm not, and I don't appreciate you egging. What you mean? And girl, grab that link because now you finna make me say something. I don't have to egg on nothing. I'm grown. I'm a woman of particular age. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Children egg on. I say what I want to say. No, I don't know you. How the hell am I supposed to know you? Because I seen you over there at Tracy, then you done been in my chat a couple times. How the hell am I supposed to know you? What are you talking about?
Ma'am.
These are grown women on this panel. They don't need no egging on. They're going to talk their truth. And I definitely don't need to egg nobody to do nothing. These ladies going to say and do what the hell they want to do. So what do you mean egging this on? You could have answered that question. I don't want to go there with you right now.
Well, Smooth Tennessee Whiskey said, "Now
here every day, you don't drop down. So how am I supposed to know this? To me, this is your second time that I saw you in my chat and your first time on my panel. So please don't make me go there. I already told you I don't hate you. I don't know you like that. So don't make me no enemy of you. See, you just disrespected Miss Olivia because she asked you a
Yes, she
question.
did.
And
Yes,
now
she
you're in your
did.
feelings with
Yes,
me.
she did.
Yes, she did.
That's why you're in your
And
feelings
so
with
that's
me.
why I don't
I'm going
understand
there
how
with
this
you.
chick Smooth
Girl,
Tennessee
you
said,
try to
now
get,
Olivia
you
wrong,
try to get
messing
over.
up your
Stop coming at
platform,
me
blessed
for no
Walkers.
reason at
Hell, I'm
all.
blessing up the platform, and I
Stop.
just asked the bitch a question,
I
and she
said I
got
had to
smart
go
with me.
outside because my nephew
I
stayed
asked
the
her
night. I
one
tried to
question because I don't know nothing about these people. So
Oh,
I'm
so
gonna
you
let
got
her
mad?
disrespect
So
me.
wait a minute. So you got mad because I said you didn't want to come here. Then when you came in 2 minutes later, you said you was doing something earlier. Is that why you mad? See, you should be on here talking like the woman that you say you are instead of jumping in the chat accusing me of something when you was only asked one question. Wow.
Exactly. She was on to ask one question and she got offended. I think she really got offended.
On these
I
grown women.
think she really got offended, Blessed, because because Miss Olivia asked her how did she get involved. I don't really feel like it
That's
had
all I
anything to
asked
do with
her.
that.
That's all I asked her, and she got y'all see her disrespect me like
I
she.
understand.
She know how I am. Like, why would you do that? Like on purpose? Like, you know what I mean? Why the woman gotta be a bitch to live
Exactly.
Tennessee whiskey? She gotta be a bitch because I said so, bitch. That's why she gotta be a bitch, okay? And now
Wow.
she's saying, I'm sorry, Miss Olivia and Miss Bless. I misunderstood what Miss Olivia said. I thought she was saying it about what? You didn't misunderstand a motherfucking thing, bitch. You thought you was gonna speak to me in a tone like you be she want the link now. She thought she was gonna talk to me crazy, like she talked to some of these other people. But I'm not that bitch. I'm
You
not
don't
the
talk to
motherfucking
nobody else
one.
like
You
that
will
but
not
Treat.
disrespect me. That's what you will not do. Now you can come up here and act like you got some motherfucking sense, bitch. Okay? Cause me and you, we're not gonna do that. Not me and you.
Olivia, I'm finna drop the link. She want to come back because I don't know why
Okay.
she's saying I can egg on some grown women. I
Okay.
can't tell
And
them how to run
me and
their
Miss
mouth.
Olivia got our own mind. Bless ain't egging us on
I'm gonna
nothing.
egg
I came
somebody
up here
on.
to ask the questions and tell them what
Right.
happened because Bless knows I come to get her the intel.
Right. I was treating her like folk. I didn't even. She got smart with me first. Y'all heard her? Well, like what I'm supposed to do?
Cuss her ass out like you did.
Thank you. I'm going on mute.
Okay, go ahead. I got the link in there, Gigi. Come on. All we want to do is have a conversation. Now you want to start coming at me, and I'm not going there with you. It's not necessary. And frankly, I don't feel like all that right now. I put it in the back pocket right now. So I'm not going to try to attack you or anything. You can grab the link. You just asked for it. I don't know about the Sir King panel kind to me. That's why I'm trying to ask some questions. I don't even know who Crystal
Okay,
is.
this is what
I was
happened.
just coming up here to give me some intel.
Okay, with the Sir King thing, this all started because Crystal got on Sir King channel running her mouth. And
She said,
Crystal
I
had
thought she
said,
said the other girl was an addict. Grab the link. Lady Nika got the link in there. Grab that link. And then just calm down. We can just have a civil conversation. That's all it was.
mm-hmm.
Wow. She don't want to grab it. Anybody want to grab it, they can. Let me text my niece. Now, I'm going to remove this comment. Let me see. Okay, she back, y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. First off, I apologize, Miss Olivia and Mrs. Blessed.
Thank you.
Okay. The reason I got snappy is the story I was telling. I said the other girl and I were going to drive to see Crystal. I didn't want her name mentioned because she is no longer on the internet. She has an illness. And all I heard Miss Olivia say is, what's her illness? Addiction? So I thought that she was speaking of uh, the lady I don't want mentioned. So that's how that happened and why I got upset. Hello?
Okay, but that's still not for you to get upset about, even if she did say
Miss
addiction. Why
Pizarro,
would you get upset?
because I care about this girl a lot.
Okay, but we don't know who the girl is, Gigi. We don't
You
know
do.
who
It
she is.
was told
They don't
last
know
night.
who she is. They
Miss
just was asking you
Pizarro,
questions.
I'm not up here to argue with you again. I've done
Don't
nothing
get
to
loud with
you.
me because I'm trying
I've
to
done
tell you what it
nothing
was,
to
and
you.
you're getting upset about it like you're doing now. You're not trying to listen to hear anything, but you're not gonna raise
Pizarro,
your voice at me neither. I'm
Pizarro,
sitting here
I'm
telling you
not
what it
doing
was.
this with you again
I
today.
don't care what you're not going to do, Gigi. Okay, you're not listening, Gigi. I said that nobody cares about the person who you're talking about because we don't know who the fuck she is. You came up here talking about bullshit when they asked you one question and you going into a whole story. No, get to the fucking story.
Gigi, you can't keep running away when somebody asks you a question. And why did you say you were snappy? Why are you snapping everybody when they ask you a question? It's not a hard question. Wow. Now I understand why people be saying that they feel like you be on something. You just got your guards up for no reason. And that's the behavior that you exhibit, and there's something else wrong there. I don't know if it's alcohol, I don't know if the drugs, allegedly is what they say about you. You know, like I said, this is the first time you be on my panel, and I saw you one time in the chat. So if you're in my bushes, I can't see you in the bushes. You know, so welcome, you know, and thanks for coming over to give me that click and the view. But I don't feel like you need to keep going at people and then you asking questions, ain't nobody snapping you off. Why is it so hard for you to ask a question? Wow. I think Gigi is good and racist. Well, maybe a little touch there. I don't know. Could be. And that's why I was questioning that earlier. I didn't know. You know, I really didn't know.
Hello? Bless? Can you hear me? Are we still online?
Girl, I had myself muted while they was talking. I forgot to
What was
mute
going
myself.
on?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, I know. I was like, okay, are we still
Yeah, no,
online?
I'm still here. I was muting myself
Believe
because I wanted to hear them talk, you know, but then I forgot to unmute myself.
right. Libra girl says she feels superior to black women and men. Her behavior shows it here today. And when she called SK a boy, she don't want to be interrogated by black people. She just wants to talk while we listen, like she's superior or something. Child, that is a piece of white trash, and I don't give a fuck about that bitch. And that's just how I feel about it. I don't know why she keep coming up. Do she go on other people's chat, raising her voice at people like she's somebody motherfucking mama? Bitch, who the
I
fuck are
don't know.
you?
That's
The
why I'm
problem
asking
is,
Mr.
bitch,
Pizarro.
y'all gonna let these motherfucking Anglos come in here and take over y'all motherfucking shit, and these bitches feel comfortable now with
Well,
that bullshit, and they
let me say
say
something
this
about
slick
that.
shit.
Nobody's gonna. Let me say something about that. I don't know. First of all, I am not prejudiced, but prejudiced ones like that, I'm assuming that's what it is now. The reason why she thinks she can talk to us like that would not
That's
come
right.
over here and run over nothing. Something going on with her. You know what
They
I'm saying?
all working together. See, people got to realize these people, they all work together at the end of the day. I don't care who they say they supporting. At the end of the day, they all gonna back each other up. Okay. So from what I can gather from this conversation is it was all about the crystal chick lying on Tracy, right? She didn't present no receipts, according to Brianna. And then this Jeezy chick done inserted her motherfucking self. Okay, that's what I mean by they all work together. Okay, and they all causing dissension and a whole lot of trouble to get each other to get people off of all their backs. That is really what's going on here. That's the way I see it anyway. And then somebody said Tracy works with Gigi. I don't know if she do or not, but I know that bitch. I don't give a fuck who she work with, but never
She
would
the
she
one
ever
who said,
disrespect
Miss
me.
Olivia, she's the one who sent Tracy that text and had Tracy thinking that's why I set her up. That's how all this popped off.
Yeah, I don't coddle these motherfuckers.
Gigi sending her that text, and Tracy said Gigi don't lie to her.
Chad, it don't make no sense. I'm confused. Still, kind to me says they coddle this behavior with Crystal, Christopher, and Gigi, and probably others. I do agree with that. Kind to me. That's why you don't see. Never will you ever see that shit going on in my chat. I don't deal with this. You know.
And let me say this. I know the people here don't
The shit
mean
is
no
weird.
harm or anything, but I use the term racist. Please don't put that name. And you don't know, so I'm just saying it now to people that actually said that name. I ain't getting him no promotion in my chat or on my panel. And that new one that's around, the female version, I'm telling you ahead of time, please don't mention those names, because normally I move those comments because you didn't know. You didn't know, so the person that wrote that name out, you didn't know, but I'm letting you know now, and I'm not mad. I'm just saying, please don't put the racist name in here, okay?
Right.
I don't put anybody because Crystal already knows she started all this shit. Crystal knows that she started it. So we let that be known last night that she knows that she started all this bullshit where she broke the camera's back. But Gigi put more fire on the shit by sitting here sending Tracy that email where it made it seem like I was plotting with Crystal behind the scenes on Tracy.
Thank you for the like.
Tracy believed her.
Then she acting like y'all some little kids. I can egg y'all on. What do you mean, egg on? We all grown over here.
That bitch ain't gonna disrespect me. That's all I know. I don't give a fuck who the bitch egging on. She ain't gonna disrespect me. And I don't care who support her in their motherfucking chats. Bitch, never will you ever disrespect me. Like they said you calling 7 stars a girl and calling Sir King a boy. That's some racist ass crackhead ass motherfucker meth head ass shit. Like, bitch, do you live in a trailer park? What the fuck is wrong with you, hoe? Who the fuck do you think you are coming on these types of platforms raising your motherfucking voice, bitch?
Now we all said kind to me that Tracy do welcome everybody, even people that are done or dirty. She'll come back. So I understand she give us support, and I do too. That's why I tell everybody that got in my chat, my panel. I respect all opinions, because it's their truth. So we know she care about her support. I just thought I'd comment on that, and she do give him a chance. And that's what I like about her. She do have a good heart, but that's not the issue right here. And I do too. So, but I respect, you saying I respect your opinion as well. Okay. Crystal went on Sir King and lied on Tracy, period. See, I still don't know enough a lot about Crystal. That's why I wanted Gigi and PIZZARO to kind of backstroke. And me and Olivia just asked the question. Oh, that's why she over here?
She said, stop lying, y'all. And Bless, I said I couldn't come on this. I came outside, and when I clicked the link, I said my nephew and my son had a chainsaw accident, and he's asleep. I've been on 3 channels.
Okay, but that's not what we was talking about, Gigi. And I'm gonna send some prayers to you and your nephew. I hate to hear that happened with a chainsaw or whatever. But they don't have no. They were just asking questions. And I feel like if you can keep writing this paragraphs in my chat, you could have just stayed here and rolled with it and stopped snapping everybody if they ask you a hard question. And actually, the question is not really that hard. You can grab that link and start running. You start to remind me of Sir King now. He run in here and say something, and then run away and then get back in the chat and come back. You don't have to do that. We all are grown women. Okay? So the link is there again. Lady, you put the link. Maybe you can just come and then get some questions. And we're not doing nothing no different than what you did on Brianna chat. Or Miss PIZZARO, you was at Brianna all the time. Is there any difference?
No, because she wasn't like that when she was getting the answers. Yes, last night she seemed more slurred than she is this morning. So, but it took her a whole hour for her to send Bree the text. Bree said that what she's saying about her and Crystal were cool once upon a time is true. but Gigi never sent her no receipts pertaining to, how I got involved. Because what Bree was trying to do is,
Oh, really?
um,
Moet? Okay.
well, she said she believes Gigi.
Wow.
Even when I tried to tell her, that when I got up on her vibe, that's bull crap. How the hell would Crystal tell you that I talked to her on the phone and I don't talk to anyone on the phone? I don't even talk to my own mother on the phone like that. So how the hell could Crystal tell you something like that? Bree was trying to get down to the bottom of that because she was mainly trying to figure out how did I end up getting put into the middle because Gigi sent Tracy what she sent Tracy. And when Miss Olivia asked her, but how did you get involved? She got involved because her and Crystal fell out. So she wanted to call herself sending some stuff to Tracy, being messy and lying and making it seem like, oh, well, it was, she made it seem like we was all in the plot to take Tracy down and Tracy ran with that.
Okay, so Hoodoo said she going over there to check it out. Come back and tell us. I ain't been over there to the community walk. Come back and tell us where you at. She just said that. Where you at, Moat? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Let me see. What did she say exactly? Goes to Tracy's community wall. Hoodoo and head wraps. Okay, come back and tell us. Because I'm not going to go look.
PIZZARO,
Come on,
she got there calling you a liar, PIZZARO.
I know, that's why I'm telling her to come up here because you see my thing is that you get involved in some shit
Wow.
alone like with Crystal because keep in mind ain't nobody give Crystal Kitty gloves. But Crystal didn't go off on nobody. She was listening, answering the questions that Bree needed to be answered. Gigi, on the
Oh,
other hand,
Lord.
I don't know why she.
Gigi, if you believe in all this and you're not a liar, why would you leave? Just come on here and defend yourself. That's
And
all
then
you
she
got to
said
do.
she's not
Stop
gonna be hollering
leaving.
and stuff, but I muted my mic and she started me raising my voice because she got smart with me first. Let the record reflect. We all can see this. Roll back the chat. She took a tone with me first, okay? And when she came up here the second time, I muted my mic in case she had anything that she wanted to say, and she started on PIZZARO. That's how it started. That's how it started the second time. Seemed to me like you throw a rock out of your hands and you want somebody to pin you, but you're a grown woman, just like we are. You've been in this sector probably longer than I have, so you know how to conduct yourself.
Oh, just come say
Exactly.
what
She
you have
knows. She been in this sector a while.
Well,
So she knows.
Well, it seemed to me like Gigi and this Crystal person is telling a lie and they trying to cover for one another. Now, I don't know the whole story, but just by what's going on in the chat, it seemed to me that they both are lying and trying to cover each other and start stuff in this sector. Now, I don't know who sent them, but I know they all work together at the end of the day, no matter who they say they support. And that's just how I feel about it. That's why I don't have all that going on in my chat with certain types of people. That's just how I see it. Don't start none, won't be none.
I say. Well, anyway, let me say this real quick. Thank you for the 154 likes. I would like to get to 200 before I leave. If y'all forgot to hit that like, by all means, feel free to do that.
Gigi said, Miss Olivia, I said I was sorry and I misunderstood what you said.
Oh,
I've been
Lord.
here since or before the fresh, I guess, collected. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you're sorry or not. What
Drop
you're
the
not
link.
gonna do is ever
Just grab
disrespect
the
me.
link.
You're not ever
And
gonna disrespect me, bitch. And you can't never run game on me. So you can keep your sorry and you can stick it up your wazoo because I don't give a fuck, bitch. Okay, you grown like I'm grown. If you big enough to give a lick, bitch, stand in it and be big enough to take a lick. This is the beef sector, bitch. Ain't nobody gonna coddle you around here. Just like I don't coddle my own people, bitch. I'm damn sure not gonna coddle you. I got this same energy from every motherfucking buyer. Everybody. They can tell you, bitch. You know how I am. You probably been in my bushes. So, like, I'm confused as to what's going on here.
wow,
I don't
y'all.
coddle grown people.
Huda went over to see for herself. She says true. What they said Tracy had in her community wall. Really? Okay.
Stupid bitch. Don't play with me. I'm sorry. That's why I don't know what's going on around here with certain groups of people that coddle these people in their chats and shit. And that's why I don't know what's going on. That's why I was trying to find out what was going on, because they've been going over and over, you know, for days. That's why we asked PIZZARO to come up here to bring clarification. Because I'm really not even interested, but it's been going on for so long. Now I want to know. And so you got this bitch supposed to be coming up here explaining, and she keep throwing rocks and jumping off the chat, wanting to play motherfucking victim, when you bitches is the ones that's lying and stirring up the pot. I'm confused.
Well, I guess it's true. Her and Crystal the one started this. Maybe that's why she can't hang right now to face the music. I guess looks like she'll be up here protecting herself. You run up here, say something, run back in the chat, and write those paragraphs in the chat. Just come on out and just talk.
That's what I'm saying. Clear your name, just like everybody else. Clear your name. Like, what's the problem? Like, I'm confused.
Oh well.
That's what it was supposed to be about, her coming up here to answer y'all questions and to give y'all understanding on the situation. I just came up here to give y'all a rundown.
Right.
Well, we don't. Well,
to be honest with you,
stop
the
chatting.
situation that happened. The situation that happened, because I do want this to be known. The whole situation that happened with them, it started.
What does bitch say? Did you hear she said, PIZZARO, look, you took to Christopher W. Oh, okay, act tough. What does she mean by that? Bitch, what you come up here and explain yourself? What do you mean by that?
What she talking about?
I don't even know, but I'd like her to come up here and explain herself. Bitch, what you trying to say? Now, what does she mean by that?
I don't know.
Disrespectful, hated, women.
Oh,
girl, you about to get dragged by the whole girl.
Well, bitch, you can kiss my disrespectful, hate-filled ass, bitch. Okay, that's what you can do for me, bitch. Okay, because like I said, you got me fucked up.
Click the motherfucking link, bitch.
Click it, bitch, because you got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Okay, I don't care about your feelings, Christopher feelings, whoever the fuck Crystal feelings, anybody that supports these bitches, anybody can get it, bitch. All you hoes can get it. I don't give a fuck. And like I said, let me reiterate, bitch, you can kiss my hate-filled entire ass, bitch. I'm still not gonna give a fuck. Okay? I'm just saying.
Like they all sticking together, Christopher.
I told you they all stick the motherfucker together. That's what they do.
The new female races are trying to get in, talking about she getting in through me and Lady Nick. Well, that's 5 of them. I mean, I expect no less. That's why she said.
I want to know what the fuck she mean by that. She need to come up here and explain herself. Bitch, you so bold in the chat. You know, kiss mine, hoe. Well, okay, bitch. Come up here and tell me that. Come up here. Come up here. Because when I'm going back and forth with people, at least they can stand in their shit. Bitch, at least they be trying to hang. You talk all that shit, bitch. You threw all these lies out here on everybody. The only thing y'all doing, y'all all working together. And I mean all of y'all to cause dissension and trouble around here. But it's the B sector, bitch. But if you gonna start something, just be assured that when you come across me, bitch, I'm explaining to it so everybody can know what you motherfuckers is doing, bitch. Okay, so what you should not have done, bitch, was start commenting in the motherfucking chat. That's what you shouldn't have done, bitch. Okay? The fuck?
Wow. Gigi, I mean, I can tell you used to hang with Sir Keen over there. He did the same thing, girl. He ran the chat, got on the platform, said what to do, ran away, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, the same thing you said in my chat, you can say up here. If didn't nobody get offended when you first was trying to talk, didn't nobody get offended, snap you off. You did that first. So I don't know why you keep commenting. You know what I'm saying? No, Gigi, you're right. They're right. Oh, Gigi can take the seat. So, well, then come up here and take it. Come take it.
She said, I'm a racist bitch. Am I supposed to feel away? Am I supposed to, am I supposed to not give you this word because you think I'm a racist bitch? Do you think that word means anything to me at all, bitch? When they said I started, wasn't you in that group that said I was trying to start a race war, bitch? Ain't you one of them same hoes? Do you think that's going to shut me up because you said that about me, bitch? It's not.
Google racist.
You dumb bitch.
I can tell you what a racist is. Black people are not racist. Okay, Gigi? Go Google the word racist. Now I'm gonna drop my
she wants you. That don't bother me. I don't give a fuck. All right? I said what the fuck I said. All right? I don't care, bitch.
Google the word racist so you can fully find out.
The fuck?
Well,
Then
bye.
bye, because you talking all that shit. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, Miss Bless.
Go
In
ahead.
the first place, so somebody said, why would
She
that
talking
lady
about goodbye.
but she
For
get
real, this time
berated?
I'm not gonna keep listening
That
to your
lady
BS
berated
from
me
all
first.
of y'all. All
Right.
of y'all who? Who is all of y'all? Only me and Miss Olivia talking that shit. Bless ain't saying nothing, so who the fuck is your comment
I
for?
just want to hear what happened. That's all I wanted to do. It's just
But
hear
she
what
ain't trying to
went
come
on.
up here, Bless. She keep talking in the chat, and you done told her 2 times to hit the link.
Oh,
Why she ain't come
well.
up here and hit the link?
Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Thank you for coming. I just wanted
Nobody
to.
not gonna kiss your ass.
Is that what she thought? She ain't getting it from me.
I think
That'll
that's what
never
she
happen.
thought. And me neither. I ain't kissing
And speaking
nobody
of little
ass.
Christopher, everywhere I look, Christopher in somebody's chat trying to explain what he meant when he made that statement on Dutch Cuddy Lab chat. But all black people all over the world, he wanted to power white people. Y'all know what he said. But yeah, prejudice, not racist. So maybe she need to go Google that. I'm gonna drop my link one more time because I'm really gonna be getting out of here in a minute. Y'all got some last
Who
stuff to
was that
say?
just said that she's gonna go over to somebody else's chat so they can stick a titty in her mouth and coddle her motherfucking ass? Well, bitch, maybe that's where the fuck you need to go, cause you ain't getting it over here. Okay? Not over here, bitch. Not on my watch. I thought she said she was gone. She still commented. She said, fuck you, pizza bitch. And Lady Nika, yes, you right, prejudice.
It's not like somebody can do something to you through their laptop. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Somebody just got so much to say in the chat and then
Cause
running off
she
the
weak. Cause she weak. She want to start shit and then play the victim. Cause she weak. Bitch, stand in your own shit. Like
wow.
everybody else do. We gotta stand in our shit. Bitch, stand in your shit. That's all I'm saying. They ask us to stand in ours. Why we gotta stand in ours and swing out here in these streets for our motherfucking self? Okay? But bitch, you get coddled. Somebody stick a titty in your mouth and rub your back. See, a lot of that shit go on with a lot of these motherfuckers around here, bitch. But when you come up here, you thought you was gonna get that same treatment, huh, bitch? Not today, bitch. Not today. Okay, and here she go. Once again, this is Blessed Platform. Ho, not yours. Well, bitch, fuck you. We know exactly. You can stand in your shit. Well, then come up here. Come up here and call me a hoe, GG. How you gonna stand your ground in the chat? You a weak bitch. That's what you are. You a weak bitch.
Maybe she waiting to go back to her panel and talk about it. I don't
I
know.
don't give a fuck. I never see it. Never would I ever get them hoes
I
click a
won't see
link
it either. I definitely
I
won't see
don't
it.
give a fuck. I'll be whatever fuck they want me to be and then some, bitch. Whatever you think that when you think I'm a racist, bitch, you need to go beyond racist, bitch, okay? You're not giving me my just due, bitch. Okay, that's what I think about you, bitch. All right? You're not giving me my just due when you call me racist, bitch. I'm so much more than that, you simple ass bitch. You fucking piece of trash. All right? I'm just saying. Now, the fuck she thinks she talking to, bitch. You got me fucked up. And you the one got me started, bitch, because you raised your voice at me. Okay?
And got beside yourself.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, you got me fucked up. The fuck? Child. Anyway. Whew. I can't do this. This is ridiculous. I can't deal with these people.
She just gonna keep talking in the chat. She ain't trying to hit the link. So
No, cause she a weak bitch.
exactly.
But see, we can't. We're not afforded that. We gotta swing at those jabs and snipe every goddamn body. You see what I'm saying? We have to stand in our shit. We are forced to stand in our shit. But I be goddamn bitch if you gonna disrespect me and think I'm gonna coddle your motherfucking ass. You better go wherever it is that your people doing that shit to you, but you ain't getting it here. Because we as women over here, we know we got to stand in our shit. If we making videos in the B sector, we know we got to come out swinging. Bitch, who the fuck are you? Why do you think you going to get some motherfucking special treatment around here? No, bitch,
Okay.
no.
All right, y'all. Just on a phone call. That's why I was quiet for a minute. Gigi, you got one more last time to grab the link, and I'm gonna get ready to go in a minute. Y'all see how I accidentally put on my thing? Hey, But that's okay. But this gonna be your last time for real, because I'm getting ready to get my music on. You could come up here and hold a conversation with us or not. Okay, and that's why your comment's still there, because I took a call real fast, so I left it
Right.
up
Well,
there.
she said she can stay on her shit, but why she didn't come up here?
Cause she done, I don't see it no more. So she must have done ran away like
She's
she
gone.
did.
She's gone. Bless walking. Please don't let her live. Oh Lord, come on, y'all. That's that's your opinion. Okay, that's your opinion. So
Hell,
we ain't don't listen. Don't even worry about the trolls over there. Don't worry about it. And it's one of my not troll, one of my followers. That's your opinion. I'm gonna respect it, but I didn't even realize what that was, so I put it up. We're not gonna worry about what's going on over there, but that's your opinion, honey. Okay. Thank you for watching. It really is. It's your opinion. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? Wow.
That's just you know how the trolls do. Miss Olivia,
Yeah,
don't pay no
that's
mind. They
your
do me the
opinion.
same way. They just be trying to start to, try
Thank
to
you,
cause their
honey.
division. But we focusing on Gigi right now.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
And
your
she
opinion. So
got smart with
Cause
me
she
first,
came up
like
here with that
everybody.
mouth.
Yeah, she got smart with me first. What was I supposed to do? Not respond? Everybody seeing the video can see that she started with me first.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, that's just crazy.
She
Like
got
I
she
didn't
got she got snappy with you, and I don't know what she thought you were supposed to be understanding of. See,
I,
you a different type of breed.
right. I don't
Some
even know what
folks
she
who
thought she
she
was gonna
used to
get.
just having these conversations with her. She's used
Right.
to that because the other folks who do have that conversation with her. But
Yeah.
you ain't like them. You gonna
Yeah,
go
no,
off
I'm
on
not.
her.
Yeah, no, I'm not like them.
And
So
now
yeah,
she
you're
see
right.
you can't be coming with that rah rah, and then she got mad with me. I'm just
Yeah.
started trying to tell her what you meant, and she still ain't hearing you.
Yeah. Yeah, she still got smart with you. She got smart with you second. Like I don't okay. You right, Pizarro. That's crazy.
Like, girl,
wow.
don't come up here trying us and stuff, or we questioning you. We could question you all we want, but don't get that tone. Because you
Yeah,
know how black folks get when y'all get them tones to us. We go
yeah,
to, okay, speculating and stuff and ready to drag and cuss your ass out in all the third yards. Like, don't come with that authority type voice that y'all be trying to do us. Because
yep.
bitch, you will
That's,
get snapped on.
yep, yep, yep.
Yeah,
That's what happened. She did the tone thing. I don't like the tones.
You
Yeah.
don't like the tone,
yeah.
because I damn
Nope.
sure don't. If anybody that's white and come at me like that, you going to get the cuss the fuck out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I don't do the tone
I
thing.
know. Well,
You can't.
y'all, this is my like how many minutes for real? I stayed on longer than what I planned on. Oh Lord, I might as well make it to half hour. See, it's 9:43. I'm gonna make it just straight up 10. This is my last time. You just might as well be quiet, because now I'm gonna go ahead and call you what I call Sir King, a lady coward. That's what you
I
are.
don't give a fuck if you don't like my
I don't
tone,
care
bitch.
how mad you get, how much you gonna talk about me bad in your chat. It is what it is, because you keep coming. You ain't warm enough to stay here and have a conversation. But you in my chat writing whole paragraphs. It is what it is. And I don't care if you don't be in my bushes no more, because I don't like the way you doing. I'm still thinking about though when you made that little snappy comment to me. These grown women, I got the egg on, so I'm going back to that now. I have forgiven you just for a second. Now I'm taking it back, because I don't appreciate you in my chat saying stuff and then running away. Now, my leave one more time for 10 minutes, then I'm out of here. I'm just going to start playing my music when I get ready to go, and y'all know it. So, y'all, we're going to touch on something. Are we going to stay on this for a minute, or y'all say whatever y'all want to say on my last 10 minutes? Because
All
that's
I'm
what
gonna say is we
you act,
started out with a very good
you act like
conversation.
Sir King. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all do.
Oh, well, let me tell y'all what Sir King is mad at me.
Yeah, go ahead and talk with him now, because she's not going to come up here. She's scared.
He mad at me because I was told that I took his side. Like, well, Sir King got mad because this is how all of this even begun. I told Crystal and a few others not to send Sir King anything because they ain't have shit to do with her. I talked about this on Brianna's live. I talked about this on Lady Mika live. And we were all having this discussion. Even just Sarah got up there and she said what she said too, said she told her the same thing as well. Let him fight his own battles, because this is what he does. And he do. Because he did it to another person. So he mad at me because he felt like I betrayed him. That's how I took it. He didn't say those words, but that's how I took it.
Okay, y'all, I gotta
So
take.
what do y'all thought?
Looking at my chat now. Okay, what's popping up? It almost like keeping them around, give them some kind of feel good. How hard is it to block them and not have them? Well, you're right about that. And she's still commenting, y'all. Oh Lord,
Girl,
she's
you
still
don't even know what the fuck
commenting.
you're talking about.
What is wrong with
They
you?
weaponize a content creator hiding behind the troll page.
What is wrong with you? And you know she's still commenting. You started to remind me of Christopher. We tell him to
Girl,
back
bye.
down.
How you gonna tell me about my own fucking story? Is that the real person? Why would they tell her not to come up here?
Who's? Okay, I missed that one. Did understand?
Tracy with the T said, "Don't go up there, Gigi."
She already been up here. Can you tell her to stop disrespecting me, Tracy? Can you tell her not to ever her life take a motherfucking tone with me again, Tracy? Can you tell her that shit?
Go up,
Can you
Sunday.
instruct that bitch that I'm not the motherfucking one? The fuck?
You okay? I see her. Hey, Tracy. So why you saying that? She wanted to come up. We were discussing what went on Brianna chat. Miss Olivia asked her one question. She got snappy. Now you can come
She
up here
said
and
that's
explain
not
why you
her.
saying that. Is
It's a
this the real
troll.
Tracy? Is
She
this
said that's
the real
not
Tracy?
her. It's a troll.
Oh, because I'm gonna say I don't think Tracy would come in my chat and say that like that. Did you block her
Then
already?
it says Gigi did nothing wrong.
I don't think
Okay. I think this the real Tracy because it said. I hope it is. Wait a minute, because it got one saying, "I just woke up." Okay, so now how can we figure out which one is real? There's two of them here with the same picture talking.
She just said it's whether it is or not. I don't. Now I'm confused about the troll page shit.
Yeah, because they both of them got the same. She's saying it's me. But how do we know? Okay, so let's get the one that said don't come up here. Let's get them blocked. Maybe that's not the real one. Okay. Somebody said, is this the one? Gigi did nothing wrong. Okay, this the one right here. Let me see. No, but that's not the one. Let me find the one because they got the same picture. Okay, she's saying it's a troll. And so it was a troll. Gigi did not just woke up. Okay, we got to get up to the one that says don't go up there. Then I figure that's the one. Y'all, where she at? Oh my God, where is she? Where you at, troll? But no, Tracy, I know that's you. But we need to get the one that's looking just like you. There's nothing really to tell the difference. The spelling's the same, the picture's the same, the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
Drunk Meat saying that's Tracy, but I'm trying to get to the one that's saying don't go up there. Maybe that's the fake one.
No, which one is the troll? The one that's because I see the difference. Let me tell you in the back, Bless, because if I tell you out loud, then they're gonna switch up.
All right.
Yeah, I'm glad you was in the bushes too, Tracy, because I thought you was trying to cape for that bitch and she started with me.
Okay, you can check it, Bless.
Okay. And then I see Manny under there saying he blocked. Let me see. One is oh, okay. But which one doing the first one?
I think the one that's in the lowercase.
Okay. Girl, you said it out loud.
They don't know what I mean.
Okay, so because
I don't know, because now it's just the other one said, Manny, okay, thank you, Dave.
okay, which is which? Put it in the back again. Okay, let me see something.
Know.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe she got to come up here and I'll just get off and then she comes up here and let y'all know because I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Manny said he blocked the one that said don't go up.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, we'll see. I hope that's the right one. Tracy, why don't you, I'm going to get ready to go off and come up for just a second while I start playing my music. If you don't mind, then we can see for sure. Okay, but that one I'm gone though, like you said, Miss Pizzaro.
Yeah, that one gone.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Both of them here. Look. Wait a minute. Let me get to it. What? Watch this. Okay, you see what I'm saying?
You
That's
think
the
there
one that's
goes that
gone.
one?
I think that's the one that's gone. If not, I'm finna block it. I think Manny just said she got it. He got it though. Let me see. Let me
Maybe
see.
we behind.
Okay.
Just said that one that Manny blocked was the one because now she can't see Tracy.
Oh, because Tracy got her blocked, so she can't see her. That's another way to tell. If somebody blocked by Tracy and still see Tracy, that's the one too. Okay. Manny got it. Yeah, somebody just say Manny got him. Okay. Oh Lord, Tracy, you got to do something. These people had your exact name, your exact picture. But like Gigi just said to the real Tracy, look from the beginning of my chat if you can. You'll see how it all started. And you're going to see she come on the platform because we wanted questions from last night from Brianna chat. Miss Olivia asked an honest question about addiction and she all of a sudden got all bent out of shape. Now, if she tell you any different, that's true. And it started from there. Simple as that. Okay?
Now she said pizza face lied on her. Okay, Gigi, I lied on you, girl. She doesn't. But she said she couldn't hit the link or she couldn't even come up here. But she's still in the chat and hasn't even left.
About that, y'all. That was the second phone call, but I'm gonna get ready to get off in a minute. So I think y'all can do y'all last words while my music going. Let me reiterate, y'all. What all did I talk about? The little fuse that's going on, amongst people who we thought were friends, but I'm not jumping in it because I like them all. But there was some that got into it, like Miss Pizzaro and Tracy. I thought they were friends. I thought they had made up. Miss Pizzaro, it is what it is.
No, Les. Where
You
did y'all get that from thinking that me and her made up? Remember when I did my video, I said I was backing off from her? That's what I did.
I'm not finished. I said I thought y'all made up, but then the last time I saw you, it's not a makeup. That's all I was going to say. Then people just coming at each other for no reason. The bad wrench called herself trying to speak up on Philly Boy's live that he done. Okay, I think I mentioned Holly Q's video. Well, I just mentioned everything, y'all. You got time to go through all of it. But anyway, we found out about this girl, Crystal. My first time seeing her was yesterday. And I think they all stick together. This Crystal, even though I don't watch her, this Gigi, the racist, Christopher W., and the female version of the racist that's trying to get into the beef sector and said they're going to do it to me. And no, they'll never do it to me. And Truth Enterprise goes in on everybody, y'all. We just got to ignore her. That's just a thing. And the reason why she have a lot of people on there, because she just coming at everybody for no reason. She don't give herself a chance for people to like her. And then Lady Nika speaks what she speaks. You know what I'm saying? She be on here trying to help everybody. She definitely ain't said nothing negative about nobody. And evidently she got into it with everybody that we like. And that's just everything in a nutshell, y'all, because I got to play this music and get ready to get out of here. So y'all can go ahead and say what y'all say, huh?
She said, "Bless, you're a liar. I'm not racist."
Did I say the word racist, y'all? I said that her, Crystal, the racist, what's his name, Christopher, and the new person trying to get a sector, I believe they all stick together. If you take that as racist, okay, it is what it is. If the shoe fit, wear it. Okay? And you do say some racist things, allegedly. You do say some racist things. I don't watch you like that, but I hear things you be saying. You calling people boys, black people boys, girls, and all other kind of stuff. So I'm inclined to believe that. So If you're racist, you're racist. What I did tell you was, you called Miss Olivia somebody racist just now. I told you to go Google the word racist. Black people not racist. Might be prejudiced, but they're not racist. Okay? I'm trying not to go there, Roger. She kind of pissed me off earlier when she's talking about, I'm in my chat telling me I'm egging some grown women on. How can I egg some grown people on?
Nah, I'm
When
not
you just
putting
put
that.
it on, you just put it on, you just lied on me, saying that you're a racist. If I want to say you're a racist, hell, I'm going to say you're a damn racist. Oh, goddamn. Some people just ignorant. Don't make me go there like that. I'm trying not to. I don't dislike, I hate you. I just wanted some answers today. And you came up here attacking the guest I had that was trying to hold an intelligent conversation. You snapped at them because of the word addiction. So evidently they hit a sore spot. If you used to be addicted, that's fine. If you still a part of AA, that's fine. Whatever. Thank you for the 174 likes. I'm not Shanice. I just said I'm not gonna go there. There were just a couple of expressions I just used because that's what you want. I'm inclined to believe you be slurping like that and slurring like that because you do be drunk or something. But to each his own. You want to drink, you can drink. I don't care. Oh, you just see, you just be saying too much. Yeah, she got caught in a lie. Now we racist. Y'all start dropping them diamonds. I'm not gonna let it take me there. I'm finna dance, girl. I'm finna dance anyway. Y'all got some last thing to say? Go right ahead, because I get ready to find my music so I can dance. I got answer pants and I need to dance. Thank you, Tracy, for sharing this video. I just saw a little thing come across my thing. Thank you. But girl,
I just want to say we were having a really good conversation at first, Bless, and I'm sorry it descended into madness, but they can't blame me for me going off today because everybody know what I bring. You know what I mean? And she started on me first.
we all saw it. Then she went on me talking about I'm
She
egging
did
grown
it for like
women.
PIZZARO. Right. She did it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Go ahead, Miss Pizzaro. I can't
Yeah, like we was up here just trying to. I was up here. I wasn't even fit to talk to her. Y'all wanted to talk to her. I just came up here because y'all just wanted the intel, the rundown on what happened, give y'all the recap, and that's what I came up here to do. And she got on her feelings, not listening to what Miss Olivia said because she thought she was calling her an addict. Even if she was, that ain't something for you to get pissed off about. Stupid ass Gigi.
You better stop letting that liquor or whatever you using run you like that. You had that liquor speaking or whatever you take speaking because nobody came at you in a harsh way. That was you. Now y'all can start dropping them diamonds. Thank you guys for
Thank
coming
you,
to the
Blair.
channel.
Thank you, Miss
Appreciate
Bless.
the
Have
help.
a
Thank
good
you,
day.
Mr. Olivia. You know,
Thank
thank
you.
everybody that participated in the chat. Thank y'all. And like I said, I respect everybody's opinion. We did talk about the Section 8 today. Everybody came their views on it. To me, nobody was wrong because that's how they really feel. So, like I said, I got to separate everybody comment and don't get it twisted. I wasn't judging nobody. I wasn't looking down on nobody. That, I was just explaining my position. I do believe, and I might be wrong. 5 years is enough, and a lot of people have snatched that from because they think us people, black people, mess up their property. But then if somebody got a disability, a woman taking her kids and stuff, I can understand that too. But I said, it do become a generational thing. But if it got to go there, we got to. So I don't want nobody running nowhere twisting nothing because I wasn't judging. So if anybody understood what I was saying, which most of y'all did, Miss Cruzy did, I appreciate her comment on the situation too. I appreciate Miss Olivia. So don't get it twisted, y'all, okay? Because people run. Let's look it down us. No, it wasn't like that, okay? And I talked about the homeless because that is my ministry to go out and offer physical food and spiritual food. Simple as that. No, I'm not explaining. I'm giving my rundown of what we're talking about, Hoodoo, of what I covered today. That's what I'm basically doing. And I like to talk about different stuff sometimes. If anybody got any ideas, they can send them to me. I feel like this was positive earlier on. Then we had somebody to come on here that didn't know how to stay here and talk. Okay? It didn't know how to hold a conversation. So run along to your own little place and do whatever you want to say on your live or anybody else's live because that's what you're going to do. Okay? Thank you, Shanice. Have a great day also. Thank you, everybody. Call me Natty, everybody. Now let me let me dance my way up on out of here, y'all. Keep dropping them diamonds. Thank you for the likes today. Thank you. If you decide you want to drop me a blessing before I go, you're more than welcome to do that. But I'm fit to get down. I'm fit to boogie my way on out of here, y'all. Y'all know I got to dance out of here. I can't go if I don't dance. Hey. To love.